get it.
Started recording. Hopefully I'll be able to crop this out. 3, 2... Hello, everybody. My name is Danger Extreme, and welcome to the Extreme Podcast, where we talk about extremely random things at extremely random times. I have not 2, but 3 co-hosts today. And my goodness, this has taken us 2 months to record, and I am so tired. But we are finally here, and we are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super for over an hour. I am super excited, but also not ready at the same time. This is going to be chaos. First up, we have the one and only Mr. Gamer, co-host of Danger Extreme channel itself. Hello, Mr. Gamer.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
We are hype. And also co-host to the Games and Gamers podcast, and you've seen him quite a few times, especially this year on the channel, Hayden, aka KH Hauser.
Hey.
Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Hey. Alright, out of everyone, I expected a little more out of you.
All right, welcome to the Extreme Podcast. Thanks all for listening to this episode of the podcast that Danger's going to be hosting. I'm also going to be hosting along with all 4 of us going to do this. Thank you for stopping on in, everybody. We got Danger Set Games and Games. You guys can go check that out. We've been very fun.
Stop plugging!
You were so quiet.
Fine. We have an episode coming up this very next few days.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, and up next, we have a brand new face to the channel. Well, I believe he's appeared in a few streams. He's only ever appeared when there's like 6 other people. So now we get a little more personal take on him on the channel. We have Undercover.
Hi.
Hello. All right.
You sound like Sonic when you said that.
Thank you.
It sounds like an announcer that is stuck in like a limbo of only being able to announce. All right, this is my voice.
Yeah, this is
did
me.
not
Hello,
realize it.
how's it going? Super hyper, pretending to be all cool and all right because I am so exhausted. Let's keep going.
My wife left me, and I cannot
Let's
express any
get it.
other emotion. This is my life now.
I am in constant pain.
I'm not a tractor. I need a cryopractor.
But alrighty, can I turn this music down without turning it off? Yes, I can. Perfect. It's gonna barely be in the background, but alright. So, one thing is while we've enjoyed it very much, we do want more. We do want more Dragon Ball Super. And Dragon Ball Super, there's a lot of takes to this day talked about the show. Things that we like, things that we don't like, things that we wish went into the anime and from the manga, and things that we wish didn't exist. There's a few things. But alright. To first off start, we have basically, actually, before we even start, we need to talk about a few things. At the time we're recording this, Dragon Ball Daima, or Dragon Ball Dama, I don't remember how it's pronounced. Daima? Okay. Dragon Ball Daima has been announced, what, 3 days ago? Has it been 3 days? Yeah, 3 days ago, Dragon Ball Daima has been announced, and honestly, what's y'all's take on it? Like,
Hey, actually, Danger, I'm not gonna plug myself. I'm gonna plug somebody else because I literally recorded a thing like this last night. That'll be my take on it.
wow.
Not even kidding.
Okay,
Dragon
go
Ball
ahead.
Super Dope. And people out there, go to Spotify and look up Dragon Ball Super Dope. This is not a me plug; it's a them plug. We actually did this. I'm excited for it. Honestly, I like the whole aspect of it, even if it has a GT aspects to it. I'm super excited for it. It looks great. It's gonna be more of a fun, like filler thing. Is 100% what I'm gonna guess, but it's new Dragon Ball content.
Absolutely.
After 7 years of without movies. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Absolutely. All right, I will allow that because I asked for your take, and your take is there. So, all right, guys, go check them out. I think I've interacted with Super Dope a few times. I think.
Oh, dude, they're fun. They're fun.
They seem really cool. All right, Gamer, your take on the new anime coming out.
I think Dragon Ball Daima has a lot of potential as a series. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't really like it because, oh, it's basically GT again and this and that. But me personally, it's a bit too early because we don't even know the plot or anything of it. So like it's too early to really like give a criticism towards it, but I think it has a lot of potential. I do have some questions about it. I hope are answered. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like it.
Awesome. All right. So far, two
Yeah,
positive
yeah.
results. Undercover, are you the third thumbs up?
All right.
Or what's your
so
take?
the moment it came out, I noticed that a lot of people are giving it a lot of backlash, which I don't really understand where that's coming from, because I see this as a good thing. Like, personally, I like the whole Dragon Ball hype train. I mean, I don't like only living off the hype, but I think this is a really new perspective on like the stories of these characters that we grew up with. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. 3 for 3. 3 thumbs up so far. And I got to say, I also agree that I'm super excited. I mean, we got a brand new anime to watch after 7 years. Again, not including movies. 7 years. And I am really hyped. One thing I want to mention is,
Yes, sir.
number one, while, like, this this anime is not canon. However, yes, there's the whole debate between the games and the films and whatnot that everything's connected, basically. DC, Marvel, multiverse type thing going on with Dragon Ball. But you know what? That doesn't matter. What does matter is one of the most, I believe, one of the best things out of all of Dragon Ball. And I'm not saying this is number one, but top 10, without a doubt, top 10 is Super Saiyan 4. And that came from GT. A non-canon show with Goku being turned into a kid.
It's way more hype than Super Saiyan 3.
Now, I'm telling you right now, if we get anything even close to that hype in this, obviously don't give us the exact same thing, because this is clearly in Super. So, and I'm just looking at this, this is clearly, like, it seems post-Tournament of Power. That's what this seems like.
No.
No? It seems like that, because the
No.
Kais are not fused.
I know we had a whole discussion on this last
That's
night.
interesting.
Later on, if you want, I can go into more details that kind of got pointed out, and I'll point out stuff too. But I'll wait.
Alrighty. Could you,
Yeah, but the
okay,
Kais
then
aren't
could you give us
fused,
a time frame of when it's located then?
Okay, the theory right now is actually right in between the Buu Saga and Battle of Gods.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what I think too.
So then, if anything, we were to take this is if instead of, like, it's basically sort of instead of heading into the GT timeline, we head toward, it's like Dragon Ball Z heading toward, like if Dragon Ball Z kept going, I
Yeah.
guess, is
It's just
how we're to
filler,
look at
pretty
it.
much. This is
Yeah,
it's a
I mean, it's just
filler thing
filler,
right now.
but it's still cool. It's fun. And if anything, I think people should want to enjoy it more because of that, because it is filler. We can just enjoy it. It's why I enjoy Heroes. Don't take it seriously. No, enjoy it, obviously. And yes, you can have your criticisms. But I mean, come on. 7 years without an anime, we're getting something hype? I feel like it's there's way too much over-hate towards it. I'm excited. And I hope we get some cool forms. I mean, obviously we're going to get cool forms. Obviously we're going to get cool enemies. Obviously we're going to get cool powers. And I'm super excited. Now, if the show ends up just sucking, then sure. But I'm hype. It looks sick. I think it's really cool. But alright, 4 thumbs up so
I have
far.
one question real quick.
Go ahead.
Am I the only
what's up?
person that noticed that the reveal of those two villains sitting inside of that, I don't know if that was a castle or something, one of them had the exact same hairstyle as Tapion.
I
It looked like just like Tapion.
No,
hairline.
I
Look at the
did
guy.
catch that. I did catch that.
I did catch that. Yeah. It'd be
One of
interesting.
them's 100% a Kai. I'm gonna call this right now. One of them's 100% a Kai.
Yep.
Because there's a female character that has an eyeliner, same skin color, eyebrow color, eye color, all that matches. Even the hair kind of follows the same way. So it's 100% gonna be a Kai.
Who
Probably
knows?
One
My
of them that hates Kibito, the Kaioshin and is gonna try and get revenge on him.
who knows? Might try to make hero canon in that continuity. Try to make heroes canon in there. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm super,
Oh
dude.
my
I'm just thinking
gosh,
about it's
dude.
excited. Like, imagine it's the first like show to make heroes canon. That'd be interesting. Now, obviously not actually canon, but I mean, it could be. It's very confusing. As soon as you start introducing different timelines and saying that it's canon to that, then it's canon to that, then it's all spider web. But man, I'm super excited. I think it's super cool, and yeah. And all right, anything else you want to talk about before we get into this? Battle Hour's around the corner, but that's a distance away, and we could make an entire podcast just talking about Battle Hour itself, and I don't really want to do that because we kind of did already.
Okay, you gotta do it more than once.
Do it more than once? We're definitely not gonna be able to do this again. This is definitely a once every month thing.
Oh no! I mean the battle hour thing.
Yeah, Battle Hours.
Whatever happens, discuss what happens at battle hour. But yeah, Dragon Ball Daima, it's gonna be great no matter what people say.
Yep.
Big point of it that got said, and I'm gonna kind of go undercover one of the twins to kind of point out as a big reason that people are hating it is because it's appealing to a new audience. And a good point that got made up was each one of us has grown up with Dragon Ball in a different aspect. The original Dragon Ball fans had it the best because they grew up with Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, but though they're now 30, 40-year-old people. This is going to pertain to more of a younger audience, so that's why they hate it, is because they're trying to draw in a new audience, a new crowd to Dragon Ball, because they realize, one, the old Dragon Ball fans are a bunch of old codgers. Two, they won't be around forever. They need to have something new to keep going.
Yes, completely.
Like, bro, it does look like something that you would want to show your kids to try to get them interested in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's Muppet Babies. It's Muppet Babies.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep. That's what
Especially
someone,
since
that joke's been
Muppet
flying
fighting
around. It's like
scenes in it,
Muppet Babies.
honestly.
Bro, I think, dude, okay, I'll say this right now. I myself really want to be a dad. And so seeing this, seeing that, I think it's freaking adorable, and I can't wait to show it to my own kids someday.
Watch it be R-rated. Watch it be the highest rated one.
No.
That
Like
is just
Kaioshin
blood and
die,
violence.
and
Oh,
like
they're
Vegeta like gets lost in space.
Don't
and...
Bro,
ruin
they're
That would be
it.
turning everyone into
hilarious.
kids.
It's
Turning
just-
everyone into kids, man.
No, I know,
That
but
would
that'd
be
be hilarious.
R-rated.
Naruto becomes the Supreme Kai.
It's the sausage party effect. It looks like it's for children, but it's actually not. So they'll look at, oh my god, it's a cute thing. Or like Made in Abyss. Oh my god, this is so
Anakin
cute.
Skywalker walks in.
Next thing you know, Goku
That
gets his
would
arm
be
ripped off. Piccolo gets cut in half. It's like, blood! That, oh my god.
You know
that
who
would be
I'm
hilarious.
excited to see? Kid Gohan.
Fun thing. Oh, we didn't see him in the
Okay,
trailer. We
here's
saw
the thing
everybody
about
else.
the-
That's really weird.
Yeah, here's the thing.
We saw
about that,
we saw Goten in Trunks.
Gohan-
We're gonna see Gohan.
Okay, yeah, but like Gohan, Videl, and Pan were not there. So were they affected, or
You know what? Maybe
Like-
maybe it was that
know.
location specifically. It could have been.
yeah?
Because it
I'll-
seems like everyone who
No.
got transformed was in a little area, and we saw people that looked normal. There were people around that looked normal.
Are you
Yeah.
sure Korin was around them?
No.
Oh,
And
yeah,
also
by the
there,
way, is
if there was one
Chi
scene where it
Chi-
showed Chi-Chi and Bulma, they were kids, but everyone in the background was still an adult, and they were like just random civilians.
Yeah,
So it was only people in a
Obviously,
certain
it's gonna be
area.
the
So
main
it probably
ones.
could have been it was trying to aim for like Goku, but
What
then
if- what
instead of
happens with
hitting
the
just
Elder
Goku,
God?
it hit everyone.
Where
It's very
unfusing?
interesting.
Would it unfuse the Elder God because he was fused with an old witch?
like
Oh, he's
I
not
had
there.
saw.
Like, there's a whole bunch of theories that go into
Whole-
it right now.
Yeah, because that's all we have is theories.
Yeah, because we don't know enough about it. Because all we know is it is a select few characters. You have Ox King, Roshi, Hercule, Goku, Vegeta, Bulma, Chi-Chi, Goten, and Trunks. That's all we know. Oh, and Piccolo. They got and Krillin, and Yamcha, and Puar, and Oolong. But it's very much seeming closer to like a
Baby
Battle
Marin.
of Gods is a thing that got pointed out. Is it's going to be similar to Battle of Gods, where all of them are there for a party, which is what it all
Yep.
is. And then you pointed out there's a whole bunch of things to it. Honestly, Daniel, we just need to sit down and talk Daima again. I want to talk more Daima.
All right. Well.
Like, no, screw Super. I'm taking over the show. This is Dragon Ball Daima.
All right, so continuing on to
Oh,
Super, because we're
Okay.
now almost 15 minutes in. All right, we're already on Gamma
That's
1's
fine.
theme now, but all right. All right, so episode 1 starts off pretty interesting. It's about like who gets 1 million Zenny. Yeah, who gets the 1 million Zenny peace reward. And it basically starts us off 6 months after the Boo saga, which is not too much time afterwards, honestly, between like Boo saga and Super. Because how long is the time period between when?
End of Z?
Yeah, like end of Z and Dragon Ball
10
Super
years.
launch. Does anyone know the time? Probably not. I don't.
That's a
I
long
don't
time.
think so. I don't know. I don't.
But anyway, basically we start off with Goku taking up the job as a farmer, which I think is super cool, more slice of life stuff, which I think is awesome, and I wish I wish Dragon Ball would touch more on it, but that's just me. That's a me personal opinion. Not what I think should change in Dragon Ball. I already think they have enough slice of life stuff going on, especially with Superhero. I think Superhero also did it really well. But yeah, so in the first episode, it's what? Like, it's Goku on the farm with Goten. Goten, I remember one funny thing is where he just, like, kind of drives off the ledge.
Yeah, he drives off the cliff with a...
he just drives off the
driving
cliff.
the tractor.
I'm like, and it's so funny, because I would totally do something like that, where I'm just driving a tractor and driving off the ledge.
Oh my god, dude.
He doesn't know how to drive. He may be a Super Saiyan, but he doesn't know how to drive. Then all of a sudden... Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, also, yeah, and this is where we get introduced to Beerus as well. We get introduced to him. Where is this?
Beerus is on another
Beerus is on another planet. Yeah, we just get introduced to this guy who... Is this where he, like, one-taps, like, half the planet? Yep. He's like, alright, I'll destroy you.
He doesn't like whatever they gave him.
Yeah,
it was too greasy and too oily.
It's not bad. I'll only destroy half. And he destroys half the planet. It's so... I remember seeing that for the first time. And the intimidation is there. It's really cool. This guy... Now, we've seen Planet Destroyers before, right? But it's just... Him... That scene feels so intimidating to me.
You know who was more scary to me? Whis.
Whis? I understand that.
When he was in the darkness and he started walking towards him with the eyes only showing, and talking in such a grim tone, it was pretty.
And the fact that it's very clear that, like, this guy seems stronger, which he is, but it's like at the time we don't really know until later. I think it was really cool. I think Beerus and Whis were done really well, and I don't think in the anime I would change anything about them.
Gosh.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's...
Alright, there, he's gone.
And he's gone. No, is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay, yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, hello. Beerus and Whis, I think, are two things in this, in Dragon Ball Super that I would not lay a finger on. And fix.
But yeah, no, those two are those two have become fan favorite characters.
Yeah,
like,
those two are...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those two are great. But yeah, after Mr. Hercule Satan receives the award for defeating Boo. Bro, they named Boo as B-O-O in the wiki. That's interesting.
I know Hayden is shaking right now after just you saying
in rage. But he goes ahead and brings on the Zenny to Goku, as he is truly the one who actually saved the universe. And I think it's I think one thing is, I think it's cool Hercule did that. I think it's cool that it's like, hey, I've taken basically all the credit, but you know what? I'm not taking all this money. Here you go.
I mean, they are part of a family, though.
Yeah, and they're part of a family now with Gohan and Videl being together. And so, yeah, meanwhile, Videl and Gohan leaving at a bookstore, make their way towards the nearby bakery. Piccolo watches over them atop by a building. Interesting. Oh, yeah, and Goten was wanting to go to Trunks to get a present for his new sister-in-law. Yeah, so literally what the first episode is, I'm just looking through it. I'm not reading this entire thing. I'm just kind of getting through this to kind of get a memory, jog my memory back. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Super. I don't think I've watched Super in like 3 years. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Honestly, the first few episodes of animations were really bad.
First episode was a cool little slice of life, cool little start, seeing where kind of the whole family is. Seeing where basically, it's just a start. It's a great start. I think it was done pretty well. We see these new characters, Beerus and Whis, both very intimidating. We see Goku is trying to start a more peaceful life. He doesn't want to stop training, but it's been 6 months.
Makes him become a farmer.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. He wants to do something, becomes a farmer. He doesn't
want to. He doesn't want to. Chi-Chi legitimately is like, Goku, I don't want a husband who fights all the time.
Yeah.
I want someone who brings home money. Even if it's small, I want you to bring home money. And so she forces
something.
him.
Yeah, do something.
I love it how she says that even though they met whenever he was training under Master Roshi, then they got married like right after the World Tournament.
Yeah.
I know. Well, here's the thing. Chi-Chi's very much a, what's the thing? a traditional wife wants to be stay at home and she really can't when her husband's off fighting gods and evil wads of pink bubblegum and taking their children to fight evil wads of pink
With all
bubblegum
due
and
fairness,
giant bugs.
cooking for Goku, Gohan, and Goten is probably a full-time job.
Well, not really Gohan, because Gohan.
Gohan eats a lot.
Well, he doesn't live at home anymore.
Well, I was saying at the
Yeah, he doesn't
beginning of
leave.
actually, you know, you're right. You're right.
She's
yeah.
only ever had to cook
Yeah.
for like 2 people at a time, pretty much.
Okay, but still, cooking for Goku is a full-time job.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it is one.
However,
Also-
she
also, I
is
think
also
it's
very
funny-
fast, so she cook pretty fast.
She could go Kaioken.
Kaioken.
That's not.
Do you remember the whole debate about that? Whenever she had like red aura.
Yeah, whenever who was it?
Oh,
It was Marin talking shit,
Yeah.
and so she does that, even though that's a non-canon thing. But God, that's so funny.
Yeah, I used that recently for a meme. But
Also, I think it's funny that like Chi-Chi goes to Goku saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you to be working, buddy." But he's like, "What happened to all that Zenny that Hercule gave us?" Yeah, she spent it all on Goten's education.
I mean, it pays off. It pays off. It pays off really well later.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
The discovery of the super ant.
No,
But-
Goten, not Gohan.
Yeah.
Goten.
Well, she still paid for his
Goten,
education.
anyway, to kind of continue us moving along, because that was literally the first one, I'm going to just shove the first 3 episodes into a single thing, which is basically it gives us slice of life. 1, 2, and 3 all give us basically slice of life, but we're sort of shown the Beerus and Whis character. And they're talking about basically showing off how powerful Beerus is, but then also Beerus has clearly been sleeping for a long time. And when he wakes up, there's Whis talking about the interesting Saiyan character who has defeated Frieza.
Which we all know is.
Which-
Yeah, which we all know is Goku.
Yep, and which we
4
learn.
years.
Hmm?
There's a 4-year difference between Z and Super.
Yeah. You said that at the beginning.
I thought you said 6 months. I thought you.
That's
said
what I.
6
That's what I
months.
saw.
Oh.
Yeah, it said 6 months. It says
No, it's
And
4
look,
years.
It's 4
Interesting.
years.
Then, man, this wiki is very interesting. Spelling boo wrong and saying 6 months. I wonder what else is here.
Are you on the official Wikipedia?
Yeah, I'm going.
Sure,
I'm on, I
that's
think
not
I'm on
for
the
the
same
end of
thing.
season.
As,
I'm on
It's
fandom.
not.
No, I'm on the
No,
official.
God, never go with
Hey.
the fandom. The Dragon Ball fandom's always wrong and awful. You know
I can tell. But anyway,
Hey,
first
just post it
Wait,
in
are
food.
you- okay.
first 3 episodes are just crunched down into slice of life. But we get to see the characters where Beerus is talking about Frieza, and Whis mentions, oh yeah, the character you told to go watch over the Saiyans, yeah, he's gone. And he's like, what? Who defeated Frieza? Well, it's this one Saiyan character named Goku. And it was like, no, this is one Saiyan character named Kakarot, but people refer to him as Goku, I believe. I believe he mentioned his name was Kakarot, if I am correct. But
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Saiyan Kakarot, but everybody on Earth knows
yeah,
him as Goku.
yeah, everyone on Earth knows him as Goku. And then I believe he mentions that there are other Saiyans, but I believe he mentions that like Goku's like the main one. I cannot remember, but I believe he mentioned the other Saiyans as well. And then Beerus mentioned that, oh, I had a dream. Like, I had a dream that there is this, like, Super Saiyan. There's this legendary Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan god. And I had a premonition about it. And Beerus it had this strange dream, and it feels very real to him. Then later on, I believe he destroys another planet, or a sun. I believe it was a planet. But in the flash of the light, he sees a silhouette of this new form that he saw in his dream once again. Having the dream about it and then the vision about it, he's like, this has to be real. This cannot be nothing. Let's go visit this Goku character. And this
He
basic...
goes to the Oracle Fish. He sees the planet explode and gets curious about it. Then he's like, "Let's go speak to the Oracle Fish," and the Oracle Fish is the one that tells him about it.
Yes.
Like this is it's a Super Saiyan God.
Yes.
Oh,
I think it was
wait,
I think it was a
it's
dream,
really
then
interesting.
vision, yeah, then talk to Oracle Fish.
I think it's interesting whenever Vegeta takes Trunks out on that
Well, yeah,
Their
he's
little
keeping
vacation,
his
'cause he-
word.
Well,
Yeah.
'cause he
yeah, but
promised
it's
him.
like you would think they would drop that, but they
No.
didn't.
Yeah, it's great,
no,
dude.
Vegeta's a man of his word. Even
It's-
if he hates
it's-
it, he's a man of his
It's
word.
one of the things I love, and again, as much as I love Slice of Life, I don't want to flood the entire Dragon Ball with it, but I do love it. I appreciate where it's there, and it was there in the beginning. and I love that it was there. We get more of it later on down
Yeah,
the line,
Vegeta's
but
been-
that's where most of it is located in like the first 3 episodes.
Kakarot.
Mhm.
Not
yeah,
in,
his mentality about it is probably like, that like lying to his son would like be like a dishonor to his pride or something. So I don't know.
yeah.
I don't. Maybe.
Part of me wishes. I mean, and here's the thing, in the manga, by the way, in the manga, I believe he was done better towards that regard, like being like more focused on like his family. If I am correct, I believe I am. I'd have to go double check. Dude, the anime I haven't seen in forever, and the manga even more. So it brain is, but pretty sure that's what it was, and that's one of the things in the manga where Vegeta was definitely more focused on his family. But they also still showed that in the anime to where
Yeah, they do.
they did, because and later down the line, I mean, we're kind of skipping a bit, but again, this episode's going to be random all over the place. We'll be here forever if we don't. Whenever Bulma becomes pregnant with Bulla, Vegeta was like, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm staying right here. You can literally go ascend. I don't care. You can go get Super Saiyan Blue 3 Kaioken times 30. I'm staying here. And I thought that, like, literally the only thing that could work is, like, we speeding up the process with this, like, time fast forward? I'm not sure what that ability
I
was.
think I know why Vegeta started doing that too. I think it all started like during the Cell Saga when he watched Future Trunks die. I think
We
that's when he
always
started
heard.
gaining a more connection
Yeah.
with his children.
No,
Because
he had it with Kid Trunks too. He may
Yeah.
not have had it, but he's always had a good connection. And
Yeah.
seeing it, even if it wasn't his kid dying or getting shot was great. Vegeta's always been family oriented.
Yes. Even if it's not all heavily there, and it's not super heavily implied, he's still there, like if for his family. Like I promise you right now, like Trunks, right? I mean, he's a little older, but if in Super Saga he was like, "Hey Vegeta, like something's wrong," he would be there immediately. And also, and it was shown in Super, because literally the pink Vegeta saga, Super Baby 2 Super Edition.
He would die. He would go hopped in the way to save Trunks.
Yeah, like he saw Trunks was about to get like captured. He was like, "No, like don't, not my baby boy." Yeah,
Don't do
dude,
it, man.
I
we like that Vegeta.
Man, don't do it.
and then going into the future to protect his future son, like going there and wanting to help his kid. Like he's like, yeah, you're not from my timeline, but you're still my kid. I gotta help you. I gotta protect you. But I need you to know I ain't always gonna be there. I need you to step up. Like he stepped in as the father role for him, even though his own
He's
way.
the son he never had. And you know what? That's a true statement. That's Trunks is a son he never had.
To be fair, true.
Oh my
Future Trunks is
gosh.
definitely more bad. Like one, I know what you're saying. He didn't have him, but I know what you're saying
And
by.
Vegeta's more of a dad than Trunks has ever had. Oh my god! It's almost as if there's a connection.
But what I was saying is like,
Wow, this is...
Future Trunks is definitely more like battle heavy, and so he knows that Trunks needs to learn about fighting even more because he's literally in a future to where every other Sunday there's something, someone's about to die. So yeah, he's the savior of that planet. And he's like, hey, I need you to be that savior, and that's another thing I love in the anime that I would not touch. Now.
Oh, that's right. That's where we're going in. We're just more or less
Yeah.
talking about what we changed.
Right now we're just trying to talk about Super, but yeah, we are supposed to be going in things that we want to keep and things we don't want to keep. So far of everything we talked about, which we haven't really talked about much, we've been recording for 30 minutes and we've not talked too much about much. We need to kind of fast forward this a bit. Next thing I want to go to, which I think is my biggest complaint about Dragon Ball Super. We eventually they learn about the Super Saiyan God, but at first they go to fight Goku. Super Saiyan 3 versus Goku, pretty cool. We get a nice little glimpse of Super Saiyan 3. Wish we could see it more, but you know what? That's whatever. Super Saiyan 3's in the past.
Saiyan 3 versus Goku.
So,
Yeah,
Kakarot. Okay,
Beerus?
Goku.
no. Beerus versus
Beerus
Super.
versus Goku.
Goku Black in the first saga.
Beerus versus Super Saiyan 3 Goku on King Kai's planet.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku Black.
Yeah, I prefer this one. As much as I am a fan of the Battle of Gods is my favorite Dragon Ball movie. I prefer the way they did it in the anime, because movie-wise, Goku's like, this is Super Saiyan, this is Super Saiyan 2,
Yeah.
ha, this is 3, and
Yeah.
he just went on. And I like how the anime did it, where Goku's legitimately fights Super Saiyan 1, Beerus doesn't care, Super Saiyan 2, Beerus doesn't care. It's very reminiscent, and then in the final arc of the anime, it's also a,
Just swept away. Like, hey, this is in the past, man.
I know.
Yep. A new generation
When
forward.
He went Super Saiyan 3, and we kind of had a little bit of interest, but it didn't do anything to Beerus.
It's like, oh wow, cool. It's like, oh wow, you're like, wow, your base Super Saiyan 3 compared to your base form is night and day. However, it's not. It's still nothing.
It's wild that Vegeta in Super Saiyan 2 managed to affect Beerus.
That was
In
super
Super Saiyan
cool.
3, it didn't matter.
Once again, showing that Vegeta at the end of the day, bro. This guy,
I'm gonna argue that right there. I'm actually gonna argue that point right there.
Go for it.
So I don't believe. I know they say he was. I personally don't believe he was stronger than Goku, because I mean he may have been, he could be, but also Vegeta had said, "I'm not as strong as Goku." You know, it may more or less had alluded to it, and we had also pointed it out. Because every time it was, Goku did this, Goku did this, Goku did this, so they saw Goku as more of the powerful threat. Beerus was just kind of fucking around with Vegeta.
Okay, but didn't they say that he surpassed him? When they were talking,
it was probably
Roshi did.
Probably because of Roshi did say that, and it was probably because Vegeta had a rage.
He managed to get a hit. Beerus is using 1% of his power, and Vegeta hit through that 1% of his power. If anything, he would have matched Super Saiyan 3, just because the actual difference between is unreal. On like the power level of it is unreal. Yeah. So I am a firm believer.
They'd rather give Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 Ultra Rage Complete Max than a Super Saiyan 3 form.
Yeah, so I'm 100% a believer that Vegeta, no matter what got said, because Beerus never said, "Oh, you're strong." Remember, you're not stronger than Goku. It said, more or less, it took a god to kill me. You know what? That's a fine way to rationalize your death. It has never been stated by that. So I'm 100%. Goku was stronger, or they were at least.
Yeah, it was like people fail to like understand that or like see the thought behind that, or I can't remember Beerus's words exactly, but I do want to backtrack a little bit to why I love Vegeta so much. Let's backtrack a little bit. Vegeta knowing of Beerus, this guy who he doesn't know about Frieza, but this guy literally had his father on his hands and knees bowing down to him because he gave him the second softest pillow in the galaxy or universe. This guy knew that he could destroy the planet, the galaxy, the universe if he wished, and there was nothing he can do. And instead of being, I still am gonna be prideful, I know we're about to die and I'm still here, this guy bingo danced. This guy failed to cook twice, I think. This guy This guy was literal. Mr. Prince King Vegeta, which, by the way, one thing I wish is I wish they'd start referring to himself as King Vegeta after he had a wife and kid. I wish he would do that, but whatever. I personally wished, but yeah, I completely understand it not being so. I just wish it was, but it's whatever. But yeah, freaking Prince Vegeta, super prideful. Oh, I'm gonna become stronger than everyone. And now that doing a Goofy Goober moment to protect everyone. And I freaking love that. I love that. And then as soon as chaos ensues, this guy, he's literally seeing all this go on. He's like, guys, like, please don't. Like, come on. Like, we let's see what we can do to stop this. Like, Vegeta's trying to be the rational one here. But as soon as Beerus backhands Bulma, it's I almost said a bit, but I'm trying to say an actual thing. I almost said a bit. Gamer knows the bit. But
Oh my
he
gosh.
he yells my Bulba, and he just
Can't
basically
forget how all that started though, Danger. Beerus wanted pudding,
yes,
and Boo wouldn't give him pudding.
yes,
Typical Boo, bro.
typical
So
Boo,
it's what- it's kinda-
typical me. Did y'all know that I am Boo? Fat Boo specifically. Didn't know if y'all knew this. Fun
Isn't
fact:
Hayden Android 16.
is he?
I mean, he has red hair.
He's gone silent.
I was taking a drink.
Oh,
It's not the same
that
body
was like the
shape.
worst time for you to go silent. Like, are you? And it's just
I know,
Hayden,
man.
how tall are you?
6 foot.
7'1".
Oh, man, I don't
He's
know.
he's like 7'1".
Wasn't Android 16 roughly 6 foot?
I thought he was taller.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
well.
tall. He was like 7 feet tall.
Aren't you Android 16 though?
Aren't you literally Android 16? All right.
Wow. Okay,
But,
this-
Yeah. No.
7 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're close.
Told you. Anyway,
God, he's a monster.
I told you. I know this. I know my
I don't
androids.
wear earrings though. My face isn't that square. My hair doesn't look like that either. Why does he look so ugly in this picture?
Sir,
idea.
there's such thing as
Bro.
body dysmorphia. You actually do look like an Android 16.
And
Well,
you don't
welcome to the
look like-
Extreme Podcast. Extremely random topics appear.
Oh, we got the wrong picture.
I promise you, we're going to talk about 10 other things that is not
Yeah.
related to Dragon Ball Super by the end of this episode. I promise you.
Don't worry, Hayden.
Don't worry
I'm
about it.
gonna run low.
All right, but yeah, I think Vegeta in this earlier arc was very well done, but then
Yeah,
eventually
we'll be fine.
Goku's thinking of what can we do, and he gets an idea, gets the Dragon Balls, wishes for Shenron, and he tells Beerus like, hold on, before you destroy the Earth, I think we can find this Super Saiyan God that you're looking for. Let's wish for Shenron to bring him here. And it's like, oh, he doesn't exist? Well, then tell us the story about him. And also we learned that, one thing, another intimidating factor, Shenron, the dragon that is almost able to wish anything for you, terrified of Beerus. And it is shown more than once. Like, anytime Beerus appears, Shenron is sweating. This guy who was able to grant almost any wish for you is terrified. And I think that is another factor just to show how powerful
And
this
then don't forget
Beerus.
to add in at the end of this, just add in a gentle almost every time it is, because you know, Shenron can't grant any wish. It's like he can grant
Yeah,
almost any wish.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can grant
I
almost
was making
any
a
wish.
joke, Danger. I was making a joke. You ruined the joke.
His almost any wish that you desire. He even got an upgrade in superhero, and he could still almost grant you any wish.
You ruined the joke.
But we learned that, and I think the transformation, the way they created Super Saiyan God, I think was super cool, personally.
Almost.
Each wish, awesome.
It really was.
Okay.
I think it was super cool. I think it was awesome, and the reveal towards how they were gonna introduce Pan, I thought that was super. I thought that was super sweet. I thought that was nice. I was like, oh man,
Oh my
That's-
god! Yeah, the fact that Videl was able to do it just because of Pan, like, well,
Super Saiyan Videl became a thing for 5 seconds. It was only 5 seconds, but it was a beautiful 5 seconds. That was super funny. When I was like, wait, when I'm telling you, when I was watching the show, and she was like, wait, like, can a quarter Saiyan count? When I tell you, I pogged. Like, back when Pog was still relevant, I pogged.
Dragon Ball GT representation.
Forgetting Pan, I was like, oh, it was super cool. But yeah, and then they do the whole ritual, and Goku, he has this brand new form that we do not see enough of in the anime.
True.
And here we are with
Unfortunately.
my first problem with Dragon Ball Super. The anime. The manga, I think, did much better. But the anime did not. And as cool as the
don't
manga
see it
is,
enough.
and even though the manga is the original and all this stuff, I'm very confident there is far more anime consumers than the manga. Like, far more.
Yeah.
So it's why I really wish they kept it around more, but you know what? Whatever. Super does make up for it in my eyes, and I will explain that later. But we finally get this super cool form. Goku looks younger. Has this classic hair look, even though he's in a Super Saiyan type state. He's got new red eyes, which instead of being fully colored, they are now like only around the iris. And he's got, instead of a natural aura, he's got an aura that's more like what it was in the manga, and it's more like fire instead of spikes. A little more towards what it looked like in the Namek Saga. It looks really cool. Go ahead.
Also, since like Super Saiyan God introduced like God Ki, right? So like instead of everyone being able to sense his power, they didn't sense his power, but they sensed more of like some type of certain pressure.
They described that the pressure was intense and the heat was high. So the atmosphere, while they could not sense his ki, his presence alone changed the atmosphere. And it literally did as clouds. I think this happened only in the movie, maybe, or one. It wasn't. I don't think it happened in both. To where even the clouds like opened up with him transforming, and that was super cool. And then we get introduced to this new form, and finally Goku's like, "All right, time to get you what you were looking for. Hopefully, you don't destroy the planet. If I can beat you, here it is. Here's Super Saiyan God." And then we get a really cool fight. Both the anime and the movie, both fights were sick. But I will say right now, the movie did it better in my opinion. But both were great.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing I thought that was interesting was that Goku actually didn't like the form. Or like he didn't like the way he got the form.
He didn't like how he achieved it. Yes.
He didn't like how he achieved it, and then Beerus noticed it too. Like, well, you don't like the power of a god? He's like, Goku's say, I mean, it's an all, but like, I kind of wish I was able to get it on my own, which then Vegeta is able to do.
Yeah, but again, both Goku and Vegeta have put their pride aside. In like 3 or 4 episodes, 5 episodes, they have both put their pride aside to protect Earth, to protect their family and friends, and it shows how both of them have developed quite a bit. And I think it's super cool. I really love it. And it becomes really important. It's described even more so even later on down the line in future arcs. Not future arc, like future arcs, as in all of them. But I think it's super sweet. Now, so I mean, here we are. We're a bit in. Is there anything I want to talk about that we've been over so far, or do I keep going?
The first arc was fine. Honestly, a good way to bring back Dragon Ball as a whole.
Yeah.
I want to say it was honestly it's my favorite arc out of Dragon Ball Super because everything was done very well. Characters are introduced. You know, you have the characters introduced in their own way. Like this, is how the character is. But then at the exact same time, it introduced characters in a whole new light. Vegeta, he's shown to care more for his family, but also like the whole part of it, also counting the first little chunk of it as part of it, not filler stuff. But showing it that well, Goku taking care of his family, because Goku's a good father. He's not the best. Vegeta's better, but he's fine. I like the whole aspect of it. And best part of it is whenever Goku, you kind of passed on by this, or I just may not have noticed it. But was whenever Goku was fighting Beerus, and he lost the God power, and then went Super Saiyan and continued fighting.
Yes, I've not mentioned it yet, and I did want to get to that.
Yeah.
By far, one of the best things I've actually seen. Because yes, he's a hell of a lot weaker, but at the exact same time, watching him still duke it out, like even in base form, is great. Granted, it's not duking it out.
Yeah.
But he's fighting. It's just great to watch Goku not even realize and just keep fighting and his body react. It's very much showing later things that happen in Dragon Ball Super. If you think about it, it's doing a lot of foreshadowing.
Yes. Yep. It's super cool. And they even showed that in the anime with him like going into Super Saiyan 3. He goes to attack, Beerus doesn't even move, and he
Yeah.
jumps back and he's like, "What was that? Like, why did I
Yep.
just dodge?" He's like, "Wow." It's like, I wonder, like, you actually dodged? I was about to attack you. I was about to rock you down, and you dodged it. Nice.
Yeah, Goku says that it's like his body moves on its
Yep.
own, and then you notice Whis kind of smirks a little bit, like, interesting.
I don't want to watch it subbed. I want to watch it dubbed.
I
didn't.
you know
say-
what?
What?
No, I don't think he was. Yeah, I think he's looking for it. But I do want to ask, sub or dub? Which one do y'all prefer? There's no wrong
Dub.
answer, but which one y'all prefer?
Dub.
Dub, also
Dub.
dub.
So
Gamer,
I've always dubbed.
dub. All right, three
I've always dubbed.
three dubs, and Undercover's a sub. Got it.
not in that kind of way.
All right, but
No, wait. Can I mention something real quick?
sure, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
what's up?
I noticed that in the Beerus saga, the previous characters like Krillin and the rest of them didn't really stand a chance. Like they were clearly outmatched by Goku and Vegeta because they never stopped training while they went on to live their lives. But later in Dragon Ball Super, it's as if they forgot that concept and they just made them just as powerful for something.
Bitch about that later. Because I have a whole thing ready.
Yeah, because it's like at the beginning, it's like they understood, like, oh wow, these guys are way weaker, definitely. But then they're kind of like, let's forget about that for a second. Just make them able to fight.
The prodigy
Well,
problem.
We'll get there when we get there. We're trying
Yeah,
to.
let's bitch about that later.
Yeah, we're
So
trying.
that
We're
was
trying to
on,
keep
that was
each.
on.
We're trying to keep each thing within 20 minutes. I'm trying to wrap up the Beerus. All right. So one thing was super cool is they're fighting. He goes base and he doesn't even realize it. And I think one of the coolest ways they like showed off that they powered down was in the movie. There was like a drop of water. The drop of water went up in the air and it just froze because they were moving so fast. But once he goes in base form, then it's like time goes back to normal and he's definitely slowed down. Everything breaks down and we get the coolest thing, one of the coolest things in all of Dragon Ball Super, and this was the thing that gave me chills and wanted me to see where Dragon Ball Super would go. The I will not let you destroy my world.
Edit this in, Danger. Edit it in.
No, I'm not an editor. I don't have that software. I'm not doing it. But
Lame.
if I prepared ahead of time, I would have had the clip on the computer and I would have pulled it up. But I will not let you do. Oh yeah, there's copyrighted music in it, so I actually wouldn't. But that to my memory, at least to that intensity. Nothing has ever given me goosebumps to that intensity before at that time. And so when it gave me goosebumps across my entire body, hearing that and seeing Goku go Super Saiyan, hearing that and then followed up by amazing animation and then followed up by the music, it was all amazing. And then it ends off with us hearing Goku's iconic Kamehameha. And it was just done so well. And it was like, you didn't even notice. You're in Super Saiyan. Did you not notice that? It's like, oh, weird. Like, I didn't even notice. Your body's getting used to this power. And now you know. You're reaching a level that is far beyond what you've done before. Like, this is a new realm you're entering. Welcome. And I think it's so cool. And then we end off the arc. We get two different versions. We get one version, I believe, it was the film, to where Beerus is like, all right, now I'll destroy you, and I destroy a little rock. It's like, all right, well, I destroyed part of the Earth. Part of the Earth is gone. There it is. All right, I did what I promised. I'm not a liar. There's part of the Earth gone. All right, let's leave. And then the movie version where he pretends that he falls asleep and Whis plays along, saying, oh, when he wakes up, he'll probably forget all about this. He'll probably remember Earth and you guys, but he'll forget he got angry. It was a fun way. Both were funny ways to have Beerus be like, all right, I'm not going to destroy your planet. And that is one thing to where Beerus and Whis, like, they're cool characters, but they're also funny characters. And I really like it. Like, there's so many parts where Beerus and Whis do something funny or cool. But still so intimidating. Like, they're incredibly intimidating, yet they have these funny bits. And I love that.
Nappa destroys the planet by sneezing.
What is your favorite part
heck?
about... Man, we need to speed this up. What is y'all's favorite part about the Beerus saga? Beerus saga? Let's say Beerus saga.
Battle of Gods was I like the God Goku.
Battle of Gods,
Best
God Goku, best part.
He's my second favorite. God Goku is my second. Well, God is my second favorite form out of all of them. It makes a great way to introduce it back, introducing a whole new level of power. But then also goes into a comedic thing of what if they happen to do this back in like Dragon Ball Z, against like fucking Cell or something like that.
Yeah, where it's like getting too overpowered.
And next thing you know, what the fuck? I can't sense your energy anymore. Too fucking funny.
I know.
Gamer,
My favorite
yours.
thing. My favorite thing about it was, I think like the part about like where, like this is an enemy that Goku just couldn't like surpass so easily. I really like that about it. I like that. Because it's like, oh, Goku's eventually gonna beat them, and I thought, okay, Goku's gonna find a way to this, and then that's it. But it really like flipped the script on me. It's like, oh wait, he didn't beat him. How was this? Oh, okay. How was the rest of the series gonna go then from there?
Yep.
Pretty neat.
It's like now we know he's entered this new domain, and there's this character who he just, no matter how powerful he got, he was leagues more powerful than when we started, and he's still no match, zero match. Will he beat him someday? Who knows? We never know. I'm pretty sure we got confirmed that he will never be at his level, but it seems like it's changed. I have no idea. I don't know. It seems like they say that, but then and here's the thing: in the manga, definitely not. In the manga, anyway. But in the anime, it seems a little different. But yeah, I think it's Undercover. What's your favorite thing?
Bingo.
Cool. Bingo.
Okay.
All right. Off next, I believe we start heading into the. We head off pretty much into another time skip, to where Goku's on planet Earth, and we eventually later learn that Vegeta, the last few months, I think it's like 3 months or 4 months, has been training with Whis. Not sure when. I don't remember when it happened. Yeah, we just bust through the door.
Vegeta's doing
Hey,
what?
what? Vegeta's doing what?
Guys,
Bra-
we missed the best part that has ever happened in Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, Goku forgetting his tractor.
What?
Goku forgetting his tractor.
Gets punched by Hercule. Goes
Oh, I
I
forgot my tractor. That's hilarious.
I think that's this one, like immediate, that's in between the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F.
Yes, it's this little bit beforehand. There's a few little episodes, few little bits there. Actually, it probably might be the same episode where he finds out Vegeta's training. And I guess just to speed up the process, we'll go straight to whenever I think he was getting a gift for he's getting a gift for Whis to try to say like, hey, can I come on over? I got food, and then we find out Bulma's pregnant with Bulla. So not only do we get confirmed Pan's gonna be canon, but now Bulla's gonna be canon, and I think that's super cool. To where we basically get to see Super's side of the story of continuing on, and it's very cool and interesting. But moving on, eventually Goku goes on to Goten was like, oh, I want to go, and it was like, not so sorry, buddy, you can't. Maybe next time. Chi-Chi's like, don't you leave? They leave anyway, and he's like, well, that's Goku. That's Goku for you.
The Seinfeld music starts playing.
Oh my gosh! And then they move on to where he actually gets to planet Beerus, and we get to see, like, Goku gets to see his planet for the first time, and eventually they run into meeting Vegeta. It was okay. Oh, full. Oh, geez. Oh, that's cool. But
Found it.
nice. But
All done.
Vegeta is like, oh yeah, I've been training here for a while, and by this point, believe Vegeta, I believe Vegeta has learned the form of Super Saiyan God by that point.
No.
I still want to.
No?
I still want to know how the hell that.
Or wait, no. Wasn't it like 6 months? And by the time
Okay.
Goku went there, it was like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it'd have been 3 months. He had been training
Yeah,
with
so
him for 3 months.
so he needed to
And
train
they
for
hadn't gone
another
into
3 months
the,
afterwards. Yeah, so it would have
They hadn't
been
gone into the room yet.
that. But that
That's
means
where he unlocked it.
yeah, that means he literally would have unlocked it right before running into Frieza.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
God Key on his own way. He just more or
Yeah.
less forced it on himself.
Yeah, he's like, not only did I unlock it, but I also unlocked the next form of it. And this is where it bothers me. I so badly wished Goku fought against Frieza in Super Saiyan God form. Frieza showing up, wiping out everyone easily, going into his golden form. And Goku struggles. And he's trying to fight, and he's trying to win. But then Goku, in the middle of a battle, is like, oh, you're not gonna go Super Saiyan? It's like, this is even stronger than that. Like, this is a Super Saiyan God. But then while fighting against Frieza, let's say a good 2 episodes, episode at least, show off this form a little bit more. When Goku is about to die, we finally get a glimpse of this Super Saiyan Blue form. If you remember, whenever we first see Ultra Instinct, or at least the mastered version, he has aura all around his body, and we kind of see his silhouette. I wish we had that for Super Saiyan Blue. We see the blue, he's about to die, blue silhouette, he protects himself, and he's about to defeat Frieza, but he runs out of energy. Not because that this form, it's like, oh, this form drains too much power. It's that he didn't have much energy left to begin with. And so, being in this new form, he doesn't know how to, all of his aura was radiating out of him, because he doesn't even know how to use it. But we get to see a glimpse of it. Vegeta, seeing a glimpse of it, knows it's there. He's been training for months. He's like, oh, I think I got this idea now. And he goes into the blue form. Let Goku have time with Super Saiyan God. Then he goes blue, but then he still loses. Then have him go recover. Have Vegeta go into Super Saiyan God, but in almost no time flat after a bit of a fight, go blue midway. And then he's beating Frieza. He's like, yeah, now it's my turn. Kakarot unlocked the form near death. I unlocked it right now. I've worked towards this form. I have this power. I got it now. And now I'm gonna beat you with it. And then the same thing plays on as Frieza destroys the planet. And then they go back. Goku, for the first time actually tapping into it, taps into the blue form. And then defeats Frieza. Frieza once again dying to a Super Saiyan version of Goku. With at least the Super Saiyan hairstyle. That would have been so cool. Because we get Super Saiyan God form a little bit more. Every minute we get more of that form is awesome. So Vegeta, if he even used it for a few punches and taps into blue, during the 5th punch, that would have been sick. I so badly wish we got that. What is y'all's thought between the fight of Goku and Frieza?
I'll go into the whole different thing of it. I wish Blue didn't exist, and it should have been God all the way through. It should have stopped at Super Saiyan God, and then they unlocked Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego later on. But Vegeta's God was blue, Goku's was red. The God matches the character itself.
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
the same form.
That'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool.
That way, that has its own distinction of this is Super Saiyan God. No, that's your Super Saiyan God. Vegeta goes blue. This is my Super Saiyan God. That would have made it a whole lot better because realistically, adding power onto it, it's just adding Super Saiyan onto the God, which is all Super Saiyan Blue is. For those who don't know, it used to be Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan was the original name. I like
Goku explained it too.
Yeah,
I
it's
like the
power
concept.
of God. The concept is fine, but then at the exact same time, it would cause a whole lot of issues because the power multiplication of it. Because if I remember right, Super Saiyan's like a 50 times multiplier. and it would completely fuck up with all sorts of things. That's why I'm not a fan of it. But they should have mastered God, and that been the last of Super Saiyan forms as a Super Saiyan God, not an evolution past that. I know it's the whole thing is to push past it. But they just it feels wrong because what are you? I'm a god. Guess what? I'm better than a god. That kind of defeats the purpose, and power scaling is very stupid.
And they did it in such a small amount of time.
I think that's bad. I do think that's bad. Them getting it in such a small amount of time, I think is bad. I think the perfect time for them to have gotten it was during against Universe 6. That's when I think the perfect time would have been. Is against Frieza, not even Go Blue. Maybe, like I said, Goku taps into it for a moment, but that's it. He taps into it for a moment. Vegeta, I would prefer stay Super Saiyan God the whole time. And Goku, even when he finishes off Frieza, stay Super Saiyan God the whole time. No Blue. Goku taps into it during against Universe 6. Then we got Tournament Power, blah, blah, blah. Goku should have unlocked it during and Vegeta during the Future Saga. That's when they should have unlocked it. Goku Black, like Goku goes Super Saiyan. Goku Black, like Goku learns Super Saiyan, like Goku shows Goku Black his Super Saiyan. Goku Black copies his Super Saiyan. Goku Black ascends with it because he has his own base God Ki and makes Super Saiyan Rose. Goku's like, oh wow, you're able to stack God form on top of Super Saiyan. What if I stack Super Saiyan on top of God form? And then goes Blue. And they realize, oh, that's the form you tapped into before. That's what that was. And then Vegeta could do the same thing. And then we would have Super Saiyan Blue, which then could later become Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So we'd still have Super Saiyan Blue, everyone would still be happy, but it would make more sense, and we'd get plenty more time. Because then we would get 2 whole arcs before we actually get Super Saiyan Blue.
Yep.
And I think that would have been the best way to execute it. So we still get Vegito Blue, we get this new form, and then Goku Vegito have more time to learn it during the Tournament of Power. And then during the Tournament of Power would be the first time Goku stacks Kaioken on top of it against Jiren. And that would be the first time, not Hit. As much as I love Hit, and as much as I wanted to do it, I think it should have been Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan God against Hit. It's like, oh, that's the biggie. Like, wow, that's super cool. Then he does Super Saiyan Blue against Goku Black or Zamasu. Then he does Kaioken plus Super Saiyan Blue at the same time against Jiren. And that would have given it a much greater weight to that form. And I already thought that form was super sick when I first saw it. I was like, wow, the stack on top of a stack on top of a stack. But if they did that so far later in the series against Jiren, then it would have been sick. Have him go against Jiren, have him lose, don't have him go Ultra Instinct, not the first round. Have Goku and Jiren fight basically 3 times. And the only reason Jiren is not kicking him out is because he wants to see how far Goku can go. Because Goku's so far the only one who served that much of a challenge.
You know, I'm going to be honest, Danger. Going back to what you said about Hit, I feel like Hit should have been in Universe, like, on the Pride Troopers. I know it makes no sense, but, like, I feel like Hit would have been cooler than, like...
I get what you're saying, but each universe needs a super powerful character, and that's Hit. Hit is the strongest base character.
I'm pretty sure Kefla did better than Hit did in the tournament.
Yes, Kefla's a fusion.
So, yeah, I know, but
now
Dispo would have been a powerful contender for Universe 6.
Yes, a powerful enemy. It's why I think Dispo's perfect, because like you can have Dispo versus Hit, time skip versus speed, and it's pretty cool.
I like Walmart Beerus personally.
Bro, he looks like Bugs Bunny. When I saw him, he looks like Bugs Bunny.
He looks like Walmart Beerus. He looks like a Beerus that
Walmart
came from
Beerus.
Walmart.
That is true Beavis. That is Beavis.
That Beavis. Oh, by the way, we're an hour and 3 minutes in now, and we're just now finishing like talking about Frieza Saga, kinda. Is there anything you change? Huh?
I mean, we only have 3 arcs left, but honestly, the Frieza Saga itself,
pretty short but awesome.
There were some things you'd miss talking about it, like if we're going anime-wise, Taguma, who Ginyu came back, who was back for a brief period.
So dumb.
I didn't
does not make sense. Where did he come from?
Namek.
Cool. How?
Everybody that died on planet Namek was brought back, and that was the wish. Anybody who came in contact with the Frieza was brought back. Ginyu came in contact with Frieza, so he got brought back.
But he wasn't killed by Frieza.
Wait, no, the wish was to bring anyone back that was killed by Frieza or his
Yeah, anyone that was killed by Frieza.
or his men. I think.
Killed, but
Well,
Yeah.
Vegeta was still one of his men at the time, technically, and Vegeta's the one that killed him.
But he was still killed by
By-
Frieza. It still counts as.
Being killed by one of Frieza's men.
Yeah, no, because he was alive as a frog on the planet. Oh. Oh, alright. But then how did... Yeah, okay, I guess when he teleported everyone to Earth and he was around. Alright.
You're right. How did the Ginyu Force not get revived? He was killed by one. No, because No, by
No, they
that
all
time,
died. They
Vegeta
were all
defected.
killed. They were all
Yeah,
killed.
Vegeta
Ginyu was
defected by
transformed.
that time.
Ginyu was transformed and he was a frog on the planet. So his makes sense, because Frieza did kill him, because he was a frog on the planet that the frog died.
Yeah.
So,
At
hey,
the time
alright,
that the
alright.
rest of the Ginyu Force members died to Vegeta, Vegeta was not one of Frieza's men.
No, I know. I was saying, I know. I was just making that up in there, but yeah, no, the, you know, but
Yeah.
fuck is I'm reading the thing. But what Danger had said is Frieza destroyed the planet.
Yeah.
Everything got brought
Yep.
back.
Yep. And the frog was on the planet, and everyone on the planet was brought to Earth, including the frog. So the frog has been loose on the planet for like 30 years,
I
or
feel like
like 20
Ginyu was
years.
so unneeded in that fight, though. Like they just
It
did
was.
that.
It was
for shits and giggles.
entirely unnecessary.
Oh, it was. Don't get
only
me
for
wrong,
him to
but-
get
One shot. Yeah, like
Yeah, it was.
No, he didn't
my
get one shot.
fucking goatings.
literally.
No, he-
But didn't Vegeta literally one shot him?
Vegeta did.
That's what I
Oh
meant.
wait,
did,
yeah.
but no,
oh
but I-
wait, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he was still kicking ass. Kagama was training with Frieza for all that time and was fucking powerful.
Yeah,
and like Ginyu took over, so then you had
to me
Ginyu.
that made no sense.
Why the body change?
No, like Taguma training with Frieza and apparently having a body of steel or whatever the fuck.
It's
like,
Well, yeah.
what? Like
What?
Yeah,
No,
his body kept adapting, even if it's not saying anything. Your body get hurt.
Yeah.
Body get hurt. Body get strong.
He
yeah, that's
was-
how calluses work. He
Yeah,
was basically making
they had
Yeah, he was a
healing machines.
callus.
Yeah, they had healing machines. So literally, it's like, oh, I'm literally beating you to a pulp. You're fighting me, Frieza. I'm literally one of the strongest beings in this galaxy, in this universe. I beat you to a pulp, and you're still alive. Go heal and meet me in 30 minutes. You have 2 hours to heal, 5 minutes to rest, and 30 minutes to get ready. And we're gonna do this again for the next few days. Be ready. Whether you were ready or not, be ready. And yeah, he endured Frieza for like months. The entire time Frieza was trying to get his gold form. So of course he's gonna be a built maniac. He's freaking Red Hood. He is the
Yeah,
Arkham
and
Knight.
also- And on top of that, I really didn't care for the like time difference, the 3-month thing. Frieza going to Namek Saga to Beyond Battle of Gods.
I thought it.
That's one. That's one thing I don't. I'll let you talk in a second. But I've never cared that much about that. That's been the stupidest thing ever, because that literally means that Frieza trained a day in his life prior, Namek Saga would have lost. That it makes not a lick of sense except an ass pull for it. Yes, I know he's a prodigy, but ain't no way he's going from Namek Saga, Namek Saga Frieza to, oh, there's Cell, oh, there's Boo, oh, there's Super Boo, oh, there's Boo Tanks, Boo-Han, and competing with Super Saiyan Blue. That is just so damn stupid.
Yeah.
That's why I say Dragon Prodigy.
Yeah.
I know I said prodigy, but Gohan's a prodigy. Ain't no way if he trains for 3. Actually, no, Gohan's
Gohan can. No,
Beast.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Beast.
Gohan
No,
100%. Yeah.
no, that's an ass pull. That right there is an ass pull. Gohan is a
Beast
Gohan
mode.
and Frieza is an ass pull. Both of those characters are
They
just
are.
ass pull.
They are. And that's why they don't let
Why did you
Gohan
drop
train. They don't let Gohan train because as soon as he does, he gets OP.
He trained on the side for a few months. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna unlock
it's
a
why
form
it-
so powerful that in just one shot.
But then apparently he was able to beat an opponent that Piccolo said that not even Goku or Vegeta would be able to beat, being Cell Max. Like, are you kidding me? What?
Well,
Yeah, those two
hold on.
characters
I don't
are
think he
assholes.
said that. I think he said even if Goku and Vegeta
Oh, he
were
said
here,
that.
we would
Cell
struggle.
Max, Yeah, no, Cell Max was confirmed stronger than both of them.
Yeah.
By whoever made the thing.
Yeah.
So that was kind of saying that, yeah, that's an ass pull right there. I don't.
it
care.
was.
How
The
is
level-
Beast Gohan stronger than Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego?
God, if only we had an explanation.
I will say this. Beast Gohan is cool. There's the end of my debate. He's cool.
I didn't say he wasn't cool.
No,
He's
I know.
an
I know you're gonna say
No, I
that.
think he's
I know.
cool.
I know. You're gonna, here's one thing. I think out of any character that deserves the most ass pull of ass pulls is Gohan, because he should have been a main character a long time ago, and also he has been a character known for just having an insane amount of hidden power that is not unlocked until later. And so it's why literally at the age of 2, I beat my uncle, and then later on fought against second form Frieza. Like Gohan's just been known for that character. He's been known as that guy.
Sleeping on Goten, bro. Like Goten could be such a cool
Goten and Trunks.
character.
Oh yeah, Goten and Trunks both should have been awesome. Both should have been great.
But no, they fused into fat Gotenks. No, not Goten. Yeah, Gotenks.
That's way later. Yeah, no, I hate the little 3-month thing from the go for. Oh, look at that.
I understand that. It should have been more time. Like there should have been an
should've been a
arc.
year.
There should have been an arc in
Should've
the
been a year.
yes. There should have been an arc between Beerus and Frieza. There should have been an arc in there. What?
100%.
I don't know. Make it anything. Make it a training arc. Make it a Goku kind of like Beerus takes Goku and Vegeta or Whis.
This is the Universe 6 time. This is when Universe
Sure.
6 should have
You
been.
know what?
It should have been. Here's Battle
Dude,
of
it
God.
should have
Here's
been.
Universe 6. Here's all this shit going down. You have 6 months to get prepared. We're letting you know this. They go through all their thing, and then it goes to all that, and then it gives Tournament of Power more time to be thought of, more because it's. I'm gonna say it right now. I hate the Tournament of Power. It's the worst Dragon Ball saga there is. I think it would have added a whole lot more to it with that right there. You know, here's Universe 6. Here's an actual arc. Oh no, Big Bad came back. He's had a year to train. He comes back as an ungodly powerful character that after they just fought ungodly powerful characters, and hell, they're still exhausted from fighting, because let's say it's been 2 or 3 days since they fought. Senzu beans or not, let's say they didn't have senzu beans. Let's say they just they wanted to rest. That would have been a better way to do it.
I feel like I personally dislike Resurrection F more than the Universe Survival Saga. Personally.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's the second worst, but later on when we get to it, I will explain why the Tournament of Power is a stupid fucking arc. No matter how cool a moment is in there, the arc itself is probably the dumbest arc I've ever actually seen.
It's basically just a
anime.
reboot of the Universe 6 and 7 tournament. It just chose to do it again with more people.
Yeah, I'll explain when we get to Tournament.
Well, I mean,
of
yeah.
Power.
I
have a
mean,
whole-
that's literally what
Oh,
Zeno
yeah.
said was, hey, we should do this with more people.
I feel it's kind of lazy. That whole idea is kind of lazy.
One, yes, but 2, it sucks. So I'll go into it later.
But
Yes.
yeah, if I was to change, it'd be Goku fight against Beerus, then Goku fight against Frieza and tap into that form. Goku's like, oh hey, I have a new power against Tit. When we think, oh, is he gonna tap into that blue? No, he stacks Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan God. And it's like, wow, that's cool. Then we go into Future Arc. And he gets Super Saiyan Blue there. Then again, we later see Blue Vegeta. Both Goku and Vegeta tap it there, go through there. And I think I would love where we have sort of like that Metal Cooler scene, to where it's like Goku and Vegeta going up against like 100 Zamasus. That just like you beat one, they duplicate the two, and on so forth.
Oh
I thought
my
that was super
God.
cool.
That was so cool.
Bro, we get fused Zamasu like looking buff. Like that was so cool.
I never liked the whole Zamasu corrupted. I always thought that he was like, his literal ideal was to look pure. And
Yeah.
the manga made that perfect because that made it like, okay, he's a
Yeah.
pure god. You can't do
yeah.
anything.
And then
Yeah,
here's the thing. I think the anime one is cool. I think it was super cool. I think it would have been cool if they gave us a bit of both. They're fighting. He's like, oh, like I'm all powerful. I can't lose to you. And then he fights against Vegito, like in his like his like more buff, like, because like doesn't he like slightly grow in mass, but he's still like fine. He's just like, isn't he like literally just shirtless and a little more buff?
No, he gets a lot more.
Yeah,
buff.
Zom-
A lot more buff. Okay, and he
yeah,
but he's
Zamasu-
not
Zamasu
corrupted
is
though.
huge,
Yeah.
though.
And Vegito should have made that Zamasu corrupted. It should have been Vegito that makes him so corrupted like that. And then it's like, oh, now I'll defeat you, and they do. It's like, oh, now you're corrupted, then they fight a bit more, then he defeats them. Then the fusion ends. It's like, oh man, perfect timing. We literally beat him.
It literally feels like it was for nothing.
Yes.
When they did the Zeno button, it feels like it was for nothing.
I'm literally about to get to that. Of like, it should have been that. Then they fuse together. It's like, oh, we gotta work together. Trunks gets the new form. Vegeta is like, hey, like we already barely got any strength. Let's give it all to Trunks. It's like, are you like, wow, like Vegeta, you're saying this? It's like, yeah, let's do it. They give it to Trunks. Then Trunks is now like more uber powered, and then he fights against all of them. It's like, man, this is getting quite annoying. With the Spirit Sword, however, like, yeah, it's like Vegeta and Trunks. I'm gonna be able to fight off these guys. They're like weaker versions, but they're still incredibly powerful. I'm not gonna be able to beat them. And then with the Spirit Sword, the energy of all of Earth together, it starts permanently in basically the Hakai. If I was to pull it, right? It's basically a Hakai sword. And it starts incinerating them permanently. And he ends up taking a bunch of them out. Zeno doesn't get involved. Trunks has a new level of power that he's tapped into that he can strive for. He can't get there himself yet because he had help from Goku, Vegeta, and the planet. But there's a power he can strive for. The planet knows that, hey, if we need help, we just give our power to Trunks and we know we're all good. Zamasu's defeated, and they go back to their timeline, and once again, Trunks and the rest of the survivors get to work on fixing up the planet. I think that would have been so much better. Don't have Zeno involved. And Future Saga right there would have been the... And here's the thing. Again, we would have gotten more Super Saiyan God. We would have been introduced to Super Saiyan Blue and would have actually have weight on it. Back and forth of Goku and Goku Black. Like, during the whole time, like, it's like they're building each other up to be stronger. Which they're both striving for. Goku Black learns Super Saiyan from Goku. Then afterwards, Goku Black learns Rose. Goku's like, oh, hey, you can do that. Let me do that too. It's like bam. And it could be followed up by the, you're going to regret telling me that. You're regret telling me that. Now you're going to pay. And it would explain why Super Saiyan Blue is able to backhand Zamasu and punch against Rose. And it would have made so much sense. It would have made sense why his power is so increased. And that scene would have fit perfectly to give him Blue. But now I'm mad. Now I'm really, really mad. He's so mad he goes into Super Saiyan. I don't know if y'all agree or not.
Okay.
Honestly, that'd be a fun way to go about it. Was having that rage.
Yeah.
Unlock it.
Yes.
And then also this could also lead more into the Resurrection F, because let's say Resurrection F would happen after this. Now that I think about it too, I'd like that more.
Yeah.
But that'd be a great way.
Yeah,
that'd
be cool.
Having that be his whole thing, and they say a little bit more to it. I'll go. I'll let. Does anybody else have anything to add before the Goku Black arc? Or
yeah. Let's take a Goku Black arc for a little second.
Wait. So I noticed that. Wait, wasn't the explanation for Goku Black going corrupt is because he fused with Immortal? Like
his body.
Zamasu?
Yeah, because Goku's body's mortal.
But that makes no sense because the Elder Kai fused with a witch, which isn't immortal.
Has he been killed? Has she been killed?
Yeah, his body hasn't been destroyed.
Exactly.
Okay, but the reason that Zamasu
Eternal is not immortal.
Okay, but
the reason
Zamasu went corrupted.
Yeah, he became corrupted because his body was destroyed.
No, it's because he got struck by that lightning.
No.
He raised his hand in the air and it got struck by lightning.
No, that's when he was commit to the bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest myself. And the power did break more of his body, but his face, we can assume like part of his arm and torso were destroyed underneath. But his face, what happened?
Damage.
Yeah, he already took so much damage. Remember, his face became corrupted because of Goku's Kamehameha. I think he went Kaioken and he did Kamehameha. Mm-hmm. I know he went Kaioken. I know he went Kaioken for the kick, but I don't remember.
Look at this real quick.
Look at
also,
it.
Fun thing about that, if you watch that little scene, Goku wasn't using his arms.
Yeah, no.
It was really cool.
It's so cool. Yeah, because his arms are so destroyed and worn out. And even Trunks is like he can't move his arms. And Goku's just like, I don't got arms, but I can still throw hands.
Well, I got
It's just bop, bop, bop. So sick.
Yeah, like, the reason more of that goes into it is that they fused, and they're immortal. They are immortal. They'll live forever, but the body can still only take so much damage. That's why only half the body changed. It's still
Yeah.
half and half made it. So the Goku Black part was still mortal, died, but they're part of an immortal being, so the being cannot pass away. That's why the body was kind of going into its dysmorphic thing, was because the mortal side died, but the immortal part is holding it together.
Yes.
Wait, I'm looking at this and I don't. It says it
You're gonna
already shows
watch-
half of his face.
Yes, it is. It is because Goku only. Goku destroys part of his body, and then the lightning of not lightning of absolution, but like the lightning is like strike me down with power. It was so powerful it destroyed part of his arm. The power he gained was so powerful it destroyed part of his body even more because it was so powerful. And that's basically what was supposed to be used to fight against Vegito, which my personal opinion should happen. It should happen, right? So here's how it would happen, right? If I was the writer, right? I'm Toriyama for 5 seconds. Vegito is fighting against this buff but fully fine like Zamasu. He's there, like he has like a slightly upper hand, and then eventually he gets a good hit on him, cut something, and Zamasu's body becomes like partially corrupted. And then they explain the whole, oh well, now you're like, like before we weren't able to do this, but now we're able to destroy the Goku part of your body. Now you're even weaker. It's like, I bet. He goes to raise his hand, destroys his body even more, but now he's even more powerful than he was when he fought him. So now we have corrupted Zamasu, so whoever thinks he's cool, which I do, but I also would have preferred we have the first form first. Now he's like more powerful, fighting against Vegito. Then Vegito's like, haha, like, oh yeah, you got more power. You're still not strong enough though, and then defeats him. And then that's when it's like the fusion ends. It's like, phew, we did it, we're good. Then that's where it reveals, oh, like he's getting up, and now there's like 3 of them. And then we get the Metal Cooler theme starts playing. They start fighting. The three
That scene in the manga when it shows Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, looking at all of them. Yeah, dude, we should have had that. And then it's like Trunks had time to recover. Now he's here. Goku and Vegeta are like, hey, listen, there's more of them, but they're weaker. Trunks has a chance now, and they give the rest of their power to Trunks. Trunks now is able to keep his rage form, and then the planet and Vegeta and Goku and the Kais give him enough power into his sword and him that he now has a Hakai blade. And then bam, everything works out great. And also, it would make sense if that was the order of Battle of Gods, Universe 6, the Future Arc, Future Arc versus Frieza, and then yeah, because
it fresh in their mind.
Yes,
They bring
Frieza would be stronger. Yes. No, he would be the same level, but it would have been more time for it to make sense. For it to make sense and for it to be more justified, would have given Frieza more time. Goku, where it's like, oh, new power, uses Kaioken, but he shows off Kaioken God Ki, but then he wouldn't use it until like 3-4 arcs later. And so it wouldn't be abused and used a lot. And then Goku, we get to see Super Saiyan Blue, like we get to see it 2 more times, and then basically everything plays out very similarly. Everything plays out similarly, except time swapped a bit, and we get more of the God form, and then Kaioken, Kaioken on top of Blue would feel far more impactful. And then we find Ultra Instinct, which is the level beyond, even stronger than that. And that would have put even more weight on top of UI. And then the Mastered one.
What's your favorite saga?
That is such a hard question. You have no idea.
Dragon Ball Super or just Dragon Ball entire?
Dragon Ball Super.
Universe 6. Actually, Universe 6 Battle of Gods. Probably.
Are we including movies? Or the anime specifically?
Just the anime.
Just the anime. Fuck.
Anime specifically, dude.
Darn it, I was trying to find a loophole.
I like the Future Saga personally.
I really like the Future Saga.
It was executed so poorly.
It was. It could have been the best thing ever. And again, literally just what I just described right now. Like if they did anything close to that.
Honestly, most of the anime though, compared to the manga, was kind of executed kind of poorly.
I think that one thing I agree is better, in my opinion, is Kaioken, Goku going Kaioken times 10. That was the second time that Dragon Ball Super gave me chills. and it was
Oh, man.
I think it was on the same level as when I saw like the I want to destroy my world scene. I think it was the same level, but yeah, whenever I saw I want to destroy my world later, that was like, bro, chills. Like, it was so good. It was so cool.
Now I'll show you the Kaioken.
Now I'll show you the
That's very
Kaioken,
cool.
bro. Pog. I pogged when I saw
Oh my
Kaioken.
gosh.
Did we say what we would have changed about the
Yeah,
Universe 6?
Universe 6 is my
We didn't-
favorite.
We didn't say anything about Universe 6, really.
Universe
we
6.
skipped past it.
No,
We just really
lit-
skipped past it.
I mean, to be fair, like I think it played out fine. I think it was pretty good. Ah,
Oh, it was. Don't get me wrong, it was, but we just now realized we just really skipped past Universe 6.
Well, I
we said,
mean-
like, Resurrection F. We should have had this go into it. Yeah.
We
Future
should have
Saga.
had Roshi in Universe 6. So more Roshi.
I mean,
More Roshi.
but yeah, I like Universe 6 the best because it's like,
Boo should have fought.
Obviously
There,
introduced-
let me throw that in. Boo should have fought, and Goku should have used Super Saiyan God, and Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan God, not Blue.
I
Super
didn't
Saiyan
like
Extra Red.
half of the characters in Universe
okay.
6. So
Extra red, and we get to see Boo fight.
I feel like half of the characters were just like filled in characters. Like the really big fights really happened like sporadically through it. Like the little fights were kind of boring.
whatever.
It was done really well. The introduction will go.
Also, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Swing.
Oh no, it's just like saying like the Universe 6 is my favorite arc because like obviously it ties into Dragon Ball having multiple universes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not in a very confusing way.
Yeah, it was better explained than timelines and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yes, like thank goodness for that.
But now
Also, the fact
but now
that-
we have multiverse plus timelines, and so now it's worse.
But
I would have
honestly,
seen-
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
way that how I'll go in the future, the way Future Saga should have been, I'll go manga. Manga did the opening of it a whole lot better. Of the Goku Black kind of being there, him going Super Saiyan, and learning the new form from it. Well, I like the idea of him learning Blue from Rose.
Yes.
It's like, guess what? This is what you do if you add God power that you mortals do not have, you fucking Mortys don't have, onto a Super Saiyan
Mortys.
state. That's
Morty,
a reference.
Morty.
No, that's a fucking reference right there, not Rick and Morty. If
I
anybody
know.
gets
It's a isn't that what Kabuto keeps calling
it. Kabuto?
No, not Kabuto. Yeah, wait, no,
You
Kabuto, right?
fucking Dragon
No,
Ball
Kabito. No, wait, no, what's his name?
Supreme Kai.
No, that's not what Supreme Kai calls them in Abridged. It was
Ka-
Yeah, it
Kabuto,
is.
right?
Kabito Kai?
No, God, no. Whenever
talking
Goku
about?
puts his arm up, Supreme Kai walks away. Wait, fucking Mortys. As he says that.
Let me
Oh.
wait. I am pretty freaking sure that Kabito says
You are
it.
pretty freaking wrong. I hate to tell you.
And
But
if I
future-
prove you wrong, but
Yeah, no, I remember the Mortys thing though.
yeah, and then so then Elder Kai says it too. But the Future Saga was started off very promising and unfortunately fell really flat. The way it should have been was Trunks, yes, got the kill of it. He unlocked Super Saiyan Rage at the end by Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta giving the energy to him. That's where the Rage part would come in on top of it. I like the way he, in anime-wise, where he did Super Saiyan Rage. It was really cool of it, but I hate the power boost. Dragon Ball Super is very inconsistent with its power, and it very much bothers me. But I wish they handed him God Key, and that's what put him on that level. Then that God Key, because as we know, in that timeline, Zamasu killed all the Kais, ergo killing all the gods and turning off all the angels. This would have turned Whis back on and made Whis go to be, wait, you have God Key? You're the new God of Destruction. Make Trunks a God of Destruction. I personally would have really liked had he done that.
Here's the
And
thing
I
though,
found it.
would Trunks accept it?
I mean, maybe. I
What
don't
do
know.
you? Because here's the thing, you can't just I'm the God of Destruction and then that's it. You have to actually
No, I know
be
you
a-
have to be trained for it. You
Yeah.
have to be trained for it, but I mean, it's one of those things like, hey, and then at this point, hey, I'll get you trained to make sure no threat can stop you. And then, I feel like that promise right there, you can protect these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting. See, I remember there was one picture where Trunks had he had Beerus's clothing on and he had his rage form and he had 2 spirit swords, one in each hand.
Yep. Oh, this is where he gets the Keyblade, his special sword. Is he
Yeah.
gets the God-infused sword.
Mm-hmm. That'd be
But
sick.
I really wish they had done that. And Goku
don't think
I'm
he would.
sorry,
was-
you mean the blade from Dragon Ball Heroes?
Yeah, make it something like a God Key based weapon.
Oh,
Be sick.
that'd be pretty cool.
I just found that not only did Supreme Kai say it, but also Elder Kai did.
That's
And,
almost as if Hayden
know.
literally just said that a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
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 But I thought you said they didn't say.
Oh,
it.
No, he said they did.
I fucking said
I
they
have
said
it on
twice.
camera. We're on camera. Hello, YouTube.
Hello. Oh, yeah,
God, I
going back
love
to-
being right.
So
It's
So
Alright.
what did you
greatest
say
now.
then, Hayden?
What the fuck do you? I said fucking Morty's.
He said more.
He said that the both of them said that.
Yeah. And you were the one like, no, it
You
was
said
Kabuto Kai that said it.
Kabuto
It was
does say
Kabuto
Morty.
Kai. No. You said Elder Kai and Supreme Kai caught on thing, and you said Kabuto Kai said it, is who you said.
And when the correct one is Kibito.
Exactly.
Same
But
freaking person.
You
Yeah.
got proved wrong. Back to Dragon Ball Super.
He did actually say it though. So.
Okay,
Supreme Kai.
you're both wrong. Let's move
Yeah,
along. You're both wrong. Well, each
I'm
of you got something
No,
wrong.
I'm right. I'm right. I literally just looked. He does say it.
No.
Yes, he does.
Oh my
I
gosh.
literally just added you and sent you.
Okay,
We are moving along.
Yeah,
Anywhere
Future
more
Saga. Future Saga was just overall executed poorly. I feel like they should have had got
Yes.
Trunks. The stupid Xeno doing that was
Ruined it.
destroying him was very much useless in the grand scheme of things. Bringing him up to it is just kind of stupid. Realistically, it's fun letting him do the Xeno button, but it's kind of useless. And bringing him into a new timeline is also kind of stupid.
So many dumb things happened. I think that was probably the worst thing. Like it was dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. Bittersweet moment there.
Yep.
There's one
What
thing
was
about
the
Universe
sweet
6
part?
I wish-
What was the sweet part? I gotta ask.
Vegeta Blue.
Like
About what?
we gotta see Vegito Blue, cause literally that means not only did it all mean nothing, but now you have Trunks and Mai who have to live with the fact that their universe, they're not dead, they never existed. They do
Oh,
not exist in any timeline anymore. They themselves do not exist. It is
They
they're
They are living paradoxes.
they are living paradoxes. That is, I gotta say, worse. It is worse
But
than
Trunks
being
and
killed,
Mai,
and it is
who?
Trunks and Mai. It is worse than being destroyed.
and Mai.
It is worse than being Hokkai'd. They are living paradoxes and have to live with the fact that not only were all their efforts in vain, but now where they used to exist no longer exists.
Yep.
I
That is-
I kind of wanted like input on what they did after that, like when they traveled.
They
back.
went to a timeline to where they went to a timeline of theirs. Basically, another timeline of theirs, but not them.
But
And
there's-
so they have to live with their
yeah, where there's
duplicates
already
that are
versions
and
of
are
them
not their
there.
duplicates. And
That's
so,
yeah,
Yep.
they just got wish more. or
and
less there's
they
a
will
clone there,
constantly
avoid
know
them.
that is not their universe. That is not their home. That is not their timeline, because theirs is gone.
So you're saying there's two Trunkses in this new universe?
Yes, in this universe they went to, in this timeline, not universe, in this timeline they went to, there's 2 Trunks and 2 Mai actively living at the exact same time.
I want to see that so bad.
So there's images, there's drawn images, and like they literally copy paste Trunks and Mai and they put them on the table next to each other. Like it's
Oh my gosh.
it's horrifying. It is
What if
and then
two
now
people
not only is it
fuse that were the same
horrible for them, but the universe that they're in have to know that they are sharing their universe with a Trunks and Mai that 1 should not exist, and 2 that there's a timeline to where nothing matters. And they will have to live with the fact that at any moment they could randomly be Hokkai'd into nothing.
You know what's scary to me? How not only did Zamazu from the universe wherever, where he went crazy and destroyed everything and became Goku Black. There's not only that. In the current timeline, there was also Zamazu that went crazy, which means in other timelines, chances are there's a Zamazu that might or might not go crazy.
Yeah. Timelines.
I guess so.
I thought of a concept of a good Zamasu, and I had fun making it.
Timelines suck.
Because there was 3 individual zombies
Jeez,
that all of which went crazy.
You were peaking. Let me turn you down a little bit. You started
For
peaking.
real,
Yeah, you just randomly got like 10 times louder.
it's like, bro, dang.
But yeah. So future arc, we all think, I'm sure we all agree it could have been the best arc, but unfortunately it's not. I feel like that's a universal agreeing thing, is that it could have been the best,
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
I agree. I agree.
The Beerus, I feel like we all agree Beerus was done very well, even though we would have changed some things. It was like a few things. I think it was done extremely well. And while it does not have the coolest things, I think it was the best well done arc in comparison to everything else, because everything else has so many. Well, it has some of my favorite things, coolest things I would never change. It has more problems than Beerus's saga does. And so I think Beerus's so far is literally the best one.
Yeah.
Excuse me, if we are going off of anime alone. I think both of the movies are the best. But that is a personal opinion of mine.
You like Resurrection F?
I like I'm talking about the Super movie specifically, but yes, Resurrection F. And in this I am counting Battle of Gods, Resurrection F. I think Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Super Broly, and Superhero are all done amazing.
I don't know how I feel about the Resurrection F movie. I never sat quite well with it, honestly.
It's an asshole movie. My dad watched it, and even because we watched Battle of Gods when it came out to DVD, I got them to watch it. Never been a Dragon Ball fan, and he liked Battle of Gods. Then he watched Dragon Ball Resurrection F, and literally his words, "Didn't this guy die from that Goku guy? Yeah. Why is he back?
Yeah,
Does this show have any goodness to it? What do you mean? Well, this is just an asshole." That's just why I use the word asshole, is because
It's
an
very
asshole.
common in this series.
very common thing.
Why do
Anyway,
people like looking like Goku so much?
Ooh.
God, I forget how creepy
The only-
Dragon Ball Z Bridge can be with Boo stuff.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged is awesome. And
I'm watching the part with Boo right now.
I
and it's
myself
like-
see it as canon in a timeline. It's canon
I wish
in a
Frost was a
timeline.
good guy.
The funny part is, I watched the bridge before I watched the actual series.
a lot of people have.
Yeah.
I had one of the funniest experiences as a kid. I went between actual Dragon Ball episodes and abridged, and I put myself in a confused corner. And I was
my gosh,
confused.
dude,
I did not
come
figure
on.
it out. Dude, I was little. I was like, what is this? I was like, why is their voices different? Is this a different dub? Oh, this must be the ocean
Oceania
dub that I
dub.
heard about. Like, abridged must be the ocean dub that I heard about is so
Oceania.
It
bad.
must be for kids. Ah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so I watched this. I watched the first episode called Shonen Jump, and I watched this episode 2, which is marked as abridged, and we lost Gamer. Nope, Gamer's back. But yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
But I eventually figured it out. I watched it, and I've been in love with Dragon Ball ever since. Figured out each version was different. I watched each version, and I've been in love with Dragon Ball for a good while. But Dragon Ball, while I love Dragon Ball Super is definitely what caught me back on to
It's a
where I am
mixed
today.
bag.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball was cool. Wasn't as interested. Dragon Ball Z was sick. Tried to get into it, and I mean, I wasn't able to get too super into it because I didn't like own anything of it, but I thought it was fun and cool. And the Dragon Ball Super was where I was like, okay, like you sold me. Let me get into this.
I really did like Dragon Ball.
Only
Z.
thing I would change about Universe 6 arc is I wish Frost was always a good guy instead of, the way he turned out.
Who is always a good guy?
Frost.
Frost. Frost.
Still just playing
I
into
wish
the
you-
stereotype.
I do wish he was. I honestly was super excited that we got to see a concept of like Frost of being Frieza but good guy. I thought that was super cool. And then
Yeah.
it's so cool because we get to see Goku if he was a bad guy with Goku Black. And it's so cool. See if Goku is like as a bad guy, see what Vegeta's like as a bad guy with the copy of Vegeta, and then we get to see what Frieza's like as a hero. I think it would have been cool.
Yeah, that would be neat.
And then imagine if he learned
Let's
like if he tried like it's like him and Frieza like have their own fight. And then like Frieza's like, "Oh yeah, you can't beat me." And then Frost he gets more powerful to try to protect like his universe. And Frieza's like you're a very interesting character. You're you might be good, but I like you. I think you're interesting. Anyway,
You're
bye.
a bad guy, but not bad guy.
You're a good guy. No, you're a good guy, which typically acts of such make me sick. But strangely, yours I think is very noble. Good for you, and then
Hated
knocks him off the
from
map.
some ways.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
And then it gives Frost an urge to be better, and then he can later learn Kool-Aid Frost. I don't know.
That would have been cool if they would have added like
Frost.
universe counterparts.
Diamond
Like how
Frost.
Frost was kind of like with Frieza. What if they would have added like a counterpart to Goku and Vegeta,
That's
like, with
Khalifa.
completely different
Yeah.
personalities?
It's
Kel-
not Khalifa.
I know, but Khalifa.
Yeah, Caulifla was the counterpart to Goku if you really think
Yes.
about it, because she was kind of the one pushing
And
on
then
through.
Kabe, yeah.
Kaba was a counterpart
Caulifla.
to Vegeta, and Kale was a counterpart to Broly.
Z Broly, if you had to be more like it, but yeah, basically yeah.
Yep.
And it's really
I mean,
cool.
that's
And it's super cool. We got to see that dynamic of like, oh, there's three pure Saiyans on that team, but not on our team. Super Broly.
Broly.
Counterpart for Gohan. Take one for the team.
was foreshadowing Broly from the absolute get-go.
What?
Yep. I like that. I like that Kale is literally just a canon version of Z Broly, just female. I think
Why'd they
Yeah.
have to have Winnie the Pooh?
I think it's cool. Dude, when I tell you that I started laughing hysterically when I saw him. And this is back when Winnie the Pooh wasn't even like free. What? I already forgot the name. Not free roam. Not free range.
Copyright, Like, you mean public
Oh,
domain?
you mean
What's
Public
the
domain?
what's the term?
what's his
Public
name?
domain.
Batamo?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. It's
Yeah,
public
Botama.
domain.
but he public domain. There's the word.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't even public. Winnie the Pooh wasn't even public domain yet, and they were like, "Nah, we gotta take this guy." So funny.
He's taller.
You want
That's why it's
original?
really
There's original, and even that's not original.
bad. Never before seen in Dragon Ball.
Never before seen Dragon Ball. There you go. Man, I wonder
I
what.
like how their ultimate transformation is him just covering.
Yeah,
What is that robot guy's name? I keep forgetting.
Magetta
Oh
or
my
something?
God.
Not.
Yeah, I think it is Magetta. Is it Magetta?
Magetta.
Yeah, I like how their ultimate form is like him
Magetta.
covering his ear.
Yeah, because Botamo is a thing that can't get hit by force. You know, he absorbs all force, so if you put something on there, and Magetta's only thing is if he hears insults, he can't handle it.
Yeah.
So you put something on, an immovable object on an unstoppable force.
Yep.
If you're fucked.
Yeah.
It was sound.
It was it. Yeah, it was interesting and it was cool. It's
That team should have been a better team than Goku and Vegeta.
here's the thing. I mean technically yeah, as a team, yeah, they were a better team,
They kinda were.
but they were not as good.
They just not strong.
Yeah.
They're just not that strong.
Bro,
wanna see if they got a
I
training arc.
it is really hard for me to like it's very rare that that I very much dislike something because I think things like Great Saiyaman, Beast Gohan, the Ginyu Force, those guys, like I find a lot of these things that people consider weird very cool and funny, and I like them a lot. So it's really hard for me to say, oh, I dislike something. But typically when I do, I feel like whenever I do, it's just a thing that almost everyone agrees with. So it's not even like a hot take. It's like it's very interesting. So I'm very careful with what I say. I like, not that I'm being careful, but it's like, oh, I like this, because I like almost everything. So it's very hard for me to not like something. But whenever I do, oh my gosh, I don't like. Whenever I don't like something, I do not like
What do you
it.
dislike though?
If I dislike, here's the thing, if I dislike something, I'm very passionate that I don't dislike it. Such as, we should have gotten more of Super Saiyan God in the anime. Should have gotten more.
Black Tiger More Neptune. He hates that.
I hate it.
Are you talking about Resident Evil, bro?
I didn't. I just said
It's so random. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
it's extremely random.
There you go. I gave
Anyway,
Denji the
on
chance to
to
say his thing.
TLP.
God.
All right,
God, no.
Moving on to
TOP. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. we're gonna probably end it with TOP. We're an hour and 44 minutes in. We're probably gonna have to do a movie special specifically for Super Broly and Superhero, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Not sure if we'll be doing it anytime soon. It took us. We're almost at 2 hours. All right. Well, I'll have to turn him into power. Who wants to go first about what y'all want to change? This.
Okay, honestly,
I'll let you go first. I'll let you go first, Hayden, because you've been holding on to this. You go first about things you don't like and want to change.
Okay, Dragon Ball Super was 50-50 throughout the entire way through. It had good moments, it had bad moments. Tournament of Power got hinted at back in the Universal 6 saga, which is the third saga. Yeah, third saga in all of it, and then you had a few more that kind of fill into it while things were getting prepared and planned. Introduction-wise of it, I'll say manga did it a hell of a lot better because they made the special arena as like a test thing and had all the gods fighting each other. Really great to see Beerus kicking ass of all of them.
Yes.
So in case you guys haven't read that, Beerus fights all the gods and more or less kicks
That
all
was
the rest.
so cool.
Oh yeah.
They should have made.
So
That is
neat,
one
man.
thing I'm upset they did not make canon. Very upset about that.
And then they
And
got
also
it
the
done.
fact that
Yeah, you can go too.
Sorry.
I got it. I'll be talking
no,
for a
I
while.
was just saying it was cool that Beerus was fighting, but yet he was showing traces of that he had Ultra Instinct, but he wasn't like he hadn't mastered it yet. He hadn't like mastered it. So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
It absolutely was, and I love that part about it. It was very great. Then you go into the overall aspect of it. The build-up of it was cool. The reason I hate it as a whole is because you look at it, it is a useless arc in Dragon Ball Super. Because what happens if you lose in the tournament?
You
You
die.
get a race.
Exactly. What universe does Dragon Ball Super pertain around?
7.
Universe 7.
So you immediately knew, I can't remember who it was, but as soon as it got announced, people were like, this is going to be a stupid arc. We know how it's going to end. And it was 100% a fact. We know how it's going to end. That's why I hate it, is they spend 50 plus, I think it's 50 episodes. It's a shit ton of episodes kind of pertaining to an arc that we know the outcome. Sure, we don't know things in the middle, and that makes it cool, but they don't have any stake to it. Like, oh, you could lose and everybody dies. Well, except for you. Plot armor. And that's why I hate it so much.
Especially the ending. The
Yeah.
ending is what gets me the most. Oh my god.
The end, well, I mean, here's the thing: it's gonna be a stupid end. It's gonna have a stupid ending because I have a stupid premise to it overall, and that part doesn't even.
No,
Really
I mean,
bother
like-
me that much. No, I know. The set, I'm assuming, Super Anime did it cool. I can't. It's been a while since I've read the manga. I can't remember how they did it, how they ended it in the manga. I know 17 made the wish, but Frieza, Goku, and 17 fighting was very cool. That's 100% fact. That's probably the
No,
coolest
yeah,
part.
that was cool. That was awesome.
Ultra Instinct being introduced was fine. I wish they had done more with it, as opposed to him, running out of energy, boom, going into it. The Spirit Bomb awakening it's fucking stupid. No reason it should have done that. For one, the way they did it in the manga was better. Still dumb, because for those that don't know, I don't know how many of you guys actually know anything on the manga, do or don't read. But Goku got it by watching Roshi demonstrate how it's supposed to be done, letting the body just react, because he fought. No.
Jiren.
Yeah. Roshi fought Jiren.
He did it against Jiren.
Yeah. Roshi fought Jiren and was using like basic mortal instinct, Ultra Instinct, and that was really cool, and that's what allowed Goku to kind of tap into it, because he saw, one, his master doing it, two, his master got knocked out. Sure, it's awful. It did so many things so wrong. Scaling was wrong. We talked earlier on, oh, this character who was weak is now on par. Krillin, 18, Piccolo, all these guys are theoretically on par when they should not be. But then there's also debate for that, because Super Saiyan Blue has perfect ki control. So he's allowed to match in the energy a hell of a lot more. But then also, that's one thing that got stated. But then it also kind of fucks around with it because like 17. But it just is overall done wrong, because power scaling got thrown out of the window to such a degree that it is ridiculous. And I absolutely hate how it just was all portrayed. Fights could have been infinitely cooler. characters could have been done so much better, so many more memorable characters. I want you guys to name 5 characters
From the Universe Survival Saga?
that are not from Universe 6, Basil,
Uh-huh.
Lavender, or Bergamo, or Universe 11.
Ribrianne.
Or
Okay, one.
Rebrand's team.
No, you can use her if you want. I'll count her.
Oh,
That's about it.
Margarita.
Belmont.
No, you're thinking of Kawhi. Margarita was a
Can
angel.
we name the God of Destructions?
Nope, it has to be in the tournament. Fighting in the tournament.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I only remember Ribrianne.
don't even remember what.
Uh,
Really? Anyway, I think the 2 ladies beside, like on her like
Oh,
like
what are the names?
trio was Rosie and Kakunza. Rosie
Yep,
and
there you go.
I'm
That's
trying to
3.
think of the name of the super fusion.
Come on.
Hold on. I'm trying to think. What was his name?
Oh,
That massive fusion.
Ani
Yeah.
Raza.
The one that they all
There
use
you
their
go.
beams against?
That's 4. That's
Yeah.
4. That's
Yeah.
4.
Ani Raza.
He said no Lavender, Basil, or
Bergamo, because they were.
Yeah, the Danger of the Trio are very iconic, yeah. Love them or hate them, they're iconic.
Hell, you know what? What can you guys? Do you guys know the name of the Namekians that were from Universe 6?
wasn't it like all of the Namekian stuff?
No, there were 2
What?
Namekians.
There's
I thought
2
they were all
Namekians
different.
where every Namekian from their universe fused into those 2 fighters, so they had the power of basically their entire planet Namek.
Yep.
Which I think was a cool concept.
It really was.
I
But
think it
this
was
is the point.
yeah.
This is the point that I'm trying to make. Is they had
I
all
don't remember
these.
their names.
Yeah, this is the,
I
that's
don't
the
remember
point.
the-
And that's another reason it bothers me. They had all these characters, cool characters that could have done stuff. Like Paparoni, you have Narirama, you have all these guys here, Zarbuto. Bet you guys don't know who Zarbuto is, do you?
Naruto, but with his Z twist, his end.
Zarbon and
Is-
Kabuto fused.
Zarbuto.
Is that one of the guys that were like
Yep. I know.
fans of Ribrian's crew?
Yeah, and at the end you had him, Rabanra, I think like Rabanra, something like that, and Zerloin all put on their suits. This is another reason that bothers me. They have all
gosh,
characters.
that was
yeah,
that
stupid or
was
not.
just
But they had all these characters, and they also had the Yardradian in there too. The Yardrat character.
That was
too.
cool.
I
I
thought
feel
that
like
was-
they should have given him more of a.
That's the point. Tournament of Power had 50, I think 50, well, at least 40 episodes. And so much of it was done wrong. All these characters should have had something to it. I would have been fine had they added. Have you guys ever seen Record of Ragnarok?
Record of Ragnarok. Oh
Is it
no.
where all the
No.
gods battle, right? It's where all
It's
the
where the gods battle
right?
mortals, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Well, they have the episodes of these two fighting, and they give backstories of the characters. I don't mean each character doesn't need a backstory, but like say 10 minutes of an episode backstory of say character or something like that would add a hell of a lot more to it. One, Super would go on for a little longer. Two, it would make it much more impactful because, and let's make it where let's say theoretically you don't know how it is, and like Toriyama says, we will promise you, Universe 7 could die. And then you actually sitting there rooting for whichever team you want to root for.
You know what would be so interesting that Toriyama could have done? I believe it was
if
18,
they made
8 teams.
and a better backstory.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yes.
Sure.
No, he should have made a wheel of eight, like have like 8 straws. Pull out a straw with
God,
like
no.
different numbers on them, and that would determine which team wins. And then he has to build universes based off which team he thinks would win. But he also has 3 other straws that are like shorter than the others or longer. I'm not sure how it exactly works, but what he does is that he has these marked to where there's 3 teams that seem like can win. And if that is what happens to be Universe 7, then Universe 7 looks like it can win. But it'd be very interesting. Now, obviously, Universe 7 is going to have plot armor, so if it could be that there's 3 teams, including Universe 7, that look like they can win but don't, or it could be 4 teams Like the 3 including, like 3, no, yeah, okay. So there's 1, there's 3, and there's 5. Universe 7 could be either the 1, the 3, or the 5, but if it is one of the 5, then there's 4 teams that look like they're about to win. Like Universe 7 gets a little extra boost. And that would have been very interesting, because then he has to build his entire story based off drawing straws, and he could tell you guys, hey, I made this based off drawing straws. Y'all don't,
so
y'all,
bad.
like, it's like, guys, I made this based off drawing straws. You thought things are about to get stupid, things are about to hit the fucking fan.
That feels like something that Oda would do.
I want to do that, bro. Next time I draw a massive arc, or try to make a massive arc for Danger X, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw straws and be like, y'all fucking know what's about to happen, because even I don't know.
But as big, I'll
Oh
just say
my
the big
God,
thing is
I should
they
know
needed to make
what-
they needed to make it longer, so it added more depth.
Yes.
To it, just because it didn't have a whole lot.
Yeah.
So much was in there, but at the same time, you go rewatch it. So much was shoved in your face at the exact same time that it's more or less too much
This
content.
this
Too
is
much.
when we want Dragon Ball to stretch something out. This is the time.
Like this.
Out of
I
all the
guarantee-
times you stretch something out, this is the time.
And hell, let's say if they left it the exact same and just added more to it, hey, make you feel bad these characters are going like this. It would add a whole lot more.
Give us 2 hours, not 40 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Or make it
I'm-
like
Yeah,
make it
no,
100
wow.
episodes. Make it 100 episodes.
Screw
is a
it. You know
Tournament
what?
of Power.
Sure, why not?
And you do that, I'm not even lying. That's Tournament of Power could have been the absolute best arc Dragon Ball has ever had, I will say. It was
Could've.
executed so poorly because it was rushed. No matter what you say, it was 100% rushed because of all the stuff they could have done with it to make it infinitely better. Kaba went Super Saiyan 2, proceeded to get immediately kicked out of the ring. He could have had an episode or two.
Frieza.
Yeah, he could have had an episode or two fucking around fighting Vegeta. This is my new Power Master. Are you impressed? Yes, I'm very impressed. Then he knocks him. Then he
He
knocks.
should
him.
have been stronger than Kale and Cauliflower.
Hey,
No, it's because they like
Kale and
instantly
Cauliflower
awoke in
Prodigy is
Super Saiyan.
different
He
than-
had chance to train
I
with
know.
it.
I know, but I'm just, like all of it. There's so much that it's more or less how I would have changed it. I would have
Oh,
kept it the same
oh,
theoretically
jeez.
and just expanded it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Give more of the characters that are not as well known more of a story.
Exactly.
Which it
Well,
would
the
have made.
final
Here's the thing.
explosion
It would have
was
made
more.
having 80 characters cool. Because even if it's a small 3-minute story, every character is getting a story. Who, bro? The cat girl with the freaking claws. What's her story? Why is she there? What is she doing? All we know is that she's got claws and she wants
she
to kill
fights for
Vegeta.
love?
She wants to get Vegeta
Yeah,
and she's
so-
freaky. That's all we know.
I'll tell you guys one, which is why I really like a thing I've thought about it because I actually went back and rewatched.
Only
it.
option was there.
There's a character named Obni, one of the two. He's a fighter for Universe, I think 10. And at the he's sitting there fighting Gohan. He's going, "You are a very strong fighter."
I know
but
who
you
you're
need
talking
to-
about. I know
and
who
you
you're
need to
talking about.
understand-
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I fight for my family. I cannot
Mhm.
lose for their sake. He was probably one of the best characters in there. And then whenever he died, when he got knocked out, he leaves a locket, and you pick it up. That is what Tournament of Power should have done. Is small bits like that, even if it's 3 or 4 minutes,
Bro.
saying what they're fighting for and getting detail into it would have made it an infinitely better arc than what it was. And people say it's a great arc because of that right there. You use that one point and compare it to the rest of it, it's a shitty arc.
Do you know what would have sold that scene a
Yeah,
million
and
times
then
better?
Gohan shed a tear.
No.
Or this is what my family. He does think about his family.
Yeah, I mean, yes. No, that's what I'm saying. He picks up the locket in his left hand, and he pulls out from like his pocket a locket and into his right hand of his family, and it looks almost exactly the same. And then the locket in his left hand gets vanished by Zeno. And then he looks at the locket in his right hand, and it gives Gohan more determination that he cannot lose.
Exactly.
Because
And that's why.
Because what just happened in his left hand could so easily happen in his soon to not be existent right hand. Like
And
that.
prime example right there. The
Yeah, that
tournament
would
of
have
power.
given more depth.
That would have given it even more. That small detail of just Gohan, and it could have been random. It could have been like, oh, it was shown like early in the series of like episode 2 or 3 that, or like, no, because it would have had to take place after Pan was born. Just an episode that shows a locket, take place Frieza Saga or something. It's where it shows a locket on the table, but you never actually see it. But then Gohan actually pulls it out of his pocket. He has it with him, and it looks almost exactly the same. Would have
Yeah,
been
and I have
so
something I'm
interesting.
fighting for too. I am so sorry I did this to you. I know why you're doing it. They could have expanded. It's so fucking pathetic. And then what the fuck? There's a character. I'm trying to remember his name. Dr. Rhoda. Do you guys remember Dr. fucking Rhoda?
The guy who basically built the entire, his entire universe.
No, that's a different doctor. That's Paparoni. Dr. Rhoda's the pig man. It's like, my special power is, my special power, beware my special power. And he kept getting cut off every fucking time.
Then he got knocked out
Yeah.
by Vegeta and Goku throwing rocks. Wait, no, was it by throwing
No, that's a
rocks,
different
or did they
character.
do an attack after that?
They were going after somebody, and I
Yeah.
think the attack just blew him up.
It hit him in the background, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
They couldn't
Yeah, I
even give
think
him the
so.
time of day.
Yeah, like that right there. Tournament Power sucks. If you're a Tournament Power fan, I can see why, but come on. From a cool story point,
power.
I can sort of see why. Excuse me. I can sort of see why.
Let's talk about Jiren.
By
Let's talk about-
the way, we.
And Jiren had a shitty backstory. Jiren's a terrible villain.
Oh,
I know.
yeah. I wish Jiren had more in depth about him. I wish there was more things about him. One thing is
Like,
there was something that in the show that was super cool. We got a little intermission with Hit, and we also got a little intermission with like a handful of the Pride Troopers. I think it was like yeah, we got like one with in sets of 3. We should have had a few more of those before the Tournament of Power even started, and these could have been at random points between, because as we know, we placed Universe 6 before Frieza and Future Saga. That it took place before Future Saga, but we're placing it in way before. So many times because you have these little intermission episodes that's showing off the other universes. Mostly Universe 6, but then you could at one point have Hit interact with Jiren once, and then since then now we see this Jiren character, and now we're interacting with him. Why is he in his universe? Well, Hit now has a way to fly through universes so easily. Why not take bounties in other multiverses? Because now he has that little pod thing. He didn't win, but it could have been
yeah,
we'll
he
give you
does
the
have that
pod.
pod thing.
They didn't win, but it's like, hey, we'll give you these cubes that they traveled in very fast across the universe, and Hit being an assassin. They'd be like, Vados could be like, hey, we'll give you this. Guarantee you'll be on call. If we can call you whenever we want, you can have this whenever you want. Deal? It's like, all right. If you got a mission, I'll do it. I mean, this is basically a
Yeah,
life.
I don't remember. How did Hit go to Goku's universe?
Pretty sure he was able to get the pod.
Uh,
Basically, a thing was set up. Yeah, because basically it was set up to where Goku talked to Whis, Whis talked to Vados, Vados talked to Hit, and so I'm sure they set something up to where he was able to get there.
But why would Hit take a hit from Vados? Wouldn't if I was to hear an angel
It could be
set a hit
anonymous.
on someone?
No. The way that it was Hit was walking through, and he was
Yeah.
and the letter was given to him.
Yeah,
and
Okay.
it showed Goku. as-
he was just shown. He was shown. Yeah, it was anonymous. It wasn't saying, "Oh, it's from me." Hey, Vados here. I just wanted to say I want you to eliminate Goku. No reason in
I would
particular.
have been like,
Bye.
what in the hell?
Yeah, no, it was
What?
anonymous.
I would have been terrified.
Also, we're
I'm like,
over
why are
2
you
hours,
asking
by the
me
way.
this?
I have been deleting videos that will never see the light of day, ever. And so I've bought us some more time.
Right, another 5 hours. Let's do this.
I've bought us maybe another 30 minutes. Calm down. All right,
Also, Hayden, I have a question.
I bought us another 10. Yeah.
So, Kibito and Kibito Kai are different people,
Yes.
yes.
but isn't Kibito a Kai?
No, Kibito Kai is a fusion of Kibito and Supreme Kai.
I know that, but
He may
isn't
be, but it's a
Kibito
different
a
name.
Kai?
He might be.
No,
probably,
it's a
but
fusion.
I don't-
It's a
No,
fusion.
he's asking if Kibito is a Kai.
Because his
it could be, yeah.
occupation is attendant Super Kai.
Yeah.
and Supreme Kai.
Yeah, he could be.
So he is
I'm
a
pretty sure he's a Kai, yeah.
yet the fusion's called Kibito Kai, even though Kibito's already a Kai.
Supreme Kai. His name is Shen. He used the name Shen as like a moniker, but his name's Supreme Kai. So it's Supreme Kai fused with what's your name? Oh, Kibito Kai. It's like Vegito. We're technically Vegirot.
Veggie.
Yeah, the manga is Vegirot.
I like
Yeah,
how
it was.
they're calling a super epic character Veggie Rod.
And then they called
to
it.
make that.
And then they called
to
it
make more
Vegito
sense.
with an E and 2 T's.
Yeah.
And then there was the mysterious. Where does the I come from? Because there's like Vegito,
Yeah.
there's just an I there.
Well, it's Vegeta. It's the way it is. Like everybody's pronounced has an I in it. Vegeta.
Alright.
Mm.
It's a Japanese thing. Is the way it
Let's not
actually
look
is.
into Toriyama's way of naming people. It's
Yep.
just going to be down a rabbit hole.
I don't think
He
I'm
named
a.
the Ginyu Force off of dairy products. You know that?
A lot. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of fucking Dragon Ball characters are named after food type products.
I know. The
don't.
Saiyans are based off of veggies. I
Yes.
think Gohan named off of rice.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And butter.
Yes, and
we know these. We don't need to go through the list. we don't need to go through this.
yes, and Frieza's race are named.
If
after
anyone
things
is
having
still-
to do
if
with
anyone's
rice.
still
Moving
here-
on, moving on.
If anyone's still here over 2 hours later and you're like, wow, this is wasting time, if you want something interesting to do, go look up what all the Dragon Ball characters' names are based off of. Some are wild. It is super cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the way you just name Dragon Ball characters. Basically my own Dragon Ball made up Saiyan character. I named him Turner based off of Turnip. That's where I made mine. It's so dumb and it's so basic, and so many
Okay.
people use the name.
I named mine Daedalus. I feel like I wanted to be different.
Well, you gotta be different. Oh my gosh.
I always have to be different. I'm Hayden. I'm K.H. Hauser.
You are.
I-
Yep. Gosh, we would not make a good fusion. Our ego would be through the roof.
One more thing. I don't know what was going through Toriyama's head, but whenever in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot they released this extra Ginyu Force member, do you know what her name is?
I forgot. We literally did an entire episode on Kakarot, and I forgot.
It's
Never thought about it.
It's Banyu. You know what that means?
Okay, Banyu. Yeah, that I remember that now. Huh.
Do you know what it means? Mother's milk, breast milk.
Cool, man. Man, welcome to the Extreme Podcast. I'm glad. First episode, Undercover is here, and he's like, man, you know what I should talk about right now? Not only should I talk about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, completely unrelated to Dragon Ball Super, but I should talk about milk. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I hope
Milk.
y'all enjoy Undercover's time here now, because we have no idea if we'll see him again. Oh my gosh! All right. Anyway,
Yeah, he's that's just one-time thing. Anyway, moving on.
moving on. All right, Dragon Ball Super.
Moving on.
Overall, Dragon Ball Super. Love a lot of it. It has equally amount of problems, and there are many things that we wish would have been changed instead. Many ways we think it could have been written better. At the end of the day, we still love Dragon Ball, and it's still cool. And Dragon Ball Super is a very enjoyable show. However, if you are going to enjoy Dragon Ball Super, you should go through Dragon Ball first. And that's when you will enjoy Dragon Ball Super. I do not recommend just watching Dragon Ball Super. I do not recommend going into it as your first experience for Dragon Ball.
Please don't.
You don't. Please don't.
Do that,
If you wanna start as soon as possible but still go back, start with Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. Dragon Ball Z Kai takes it all the filler.
Dragon Ball
Alright.
Z Kai is
Watch Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z Kai, but you should start with Dragon Ball. But if you don't want to, if you want to get to the cool bits, then start with Dragon Ball Z Kai.
is what I grew up
I
with.
recommend Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z Kai is good.
Yeah, well, for those if you don't want to go watch, because Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z had like a couple hundred episodes.
Yeah, if you
Dragon Ball Z Kai is
like
actually,
if
right?
you want more Dragon Ball, if
Yeah,
you
it's
like
like
filler,
like-
watch Dragon Ball Z.
like-
If you want to just get the more important bits, not filler, watch Kai. Because I understand people who don't want to see filler. I'm a little bit of the opposite,
Yeah, I've watched.
but I understand.
Yeah,
Hell of content.
but yeah, I watched Kai, which is probably the reason why I didn't know that Garlic Jr. was in Dragon Ball Z as a filler.
God.
Yeah. Garlic
Like,
Jr., one of the
yeah,
Do
yeah.
it, Danger. Don't you fucking do it, Danger.
Huh?
I will find a new co-host if you say what you're about to say.
Buddy, this is my channel. Buddy.
Yeah, I have another channel that you co-host on.
Now we're talking about Garlic Jr.
Garlic Jr.,
Well,
the
no,
ultimate Wario
I'm
character.
just saying Garlic Jr. because I
Alright,
watched Dragon Ball Z Kai, which takes out all the filler, right?
What would
So,
happen?
like,
Yeah. So yeah, you never learned about
You
Garlic
missed
Jr.
out
until
on
later.
never saw
Piccolo
Garlic
getting his
Jr.
driver's license?
What would happen if Wario ate Garlic Jr.? What would happen?
No.
Just think about it. Well, hold on. Think about it. If Wario eats a garlic and he becomes Super Wario, what would happen? Would he become like Super Wario 3?
With immortality. With immortality.
Super.
Super, yeah, super. All right. So, is there anything? Here's the thing. We're 2 hours and 10 minutes in. We are entirely gonna have to do Dragon Ball. We're gonna have to do Super Broly and Super Hero as their own episodes, which I'm totally fine with because I want to watch Super Hero again. So I'm probably gonna watch Super Hero again. I'm definitely gonna watch it before we record a part 2. But I entirely think we should do a part 2 to this where we talk about the movies. And even though, due to debates, we'll still try to get Undercover back. We will try to get Undercover back. But alright.
Okay, alright.
Is there anything else about Dragon Ball? And here's the thing. We kind of went through the whole timeline, how we would explain it, how we're in order of where it goes. Is there anything else you want to talk about we have not mentioned yet? Like anything at all?
Planet Pontofu is actually really cool.
The what?
The copy Vegeta.
Oh,
Planet
okay.
Pontofu.
Copy Vegeta was cool. I liked that whole thing. I thought it was super
Because they
neat.
brought back the original voice actor. No, it wasn't original. It was the Ocean dub, I believe. Or was it the original voice
I think it was
actor?
the original. I think it was the original
Yeah.
voice actor for Vegeta, and they brought him back, and that was super cool. And it could work because again, it's a copy of him, so it could entirely work, and so it was super sick. That was super cool. And I love that like these guys are they're like copy Vegeta Goku fighting Vegeta's like, hey, like you need to stop holding your punches, and if you're gonna copy me, you need to power up and do better.
And that right there is another prime example of it because of the power scaling issue. Well, I'll say it right quick. Is base Vegeta kicks Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks' ass as the copy, and they are as strong as each other. That just irks me.
Yeah, no, Super Saiyan
They're as
3.
strong as each other?
Mm.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the copy thing copies Vegeta and is as strong as Vegeta. It's like 100% as strong
Yeah.
as Vegeta. So base Vegeta fights Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
Should have had that
And-
guy in the Universe Survival Saga tournament.
No, he was a villain.
Oh.
And he also say,
Oh,
and also
well,
he also got
that
his break.
makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
Great.
It would make here's the thing,
Sense.
it would make sense later on. It could make sense with like base God Key and everything, but at this time they don't have that. That's not like a normal thing. Well, I guess no, I guess it is. Yeah, it is because of the Frieza. This is why Frieza should take place
Vegeta
later.
went Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, no, that's wrong. Yeah, this is why Frieza should take place later, not sooner. Like, it should be that, like, that's not a thing. But yeah, no, for a longer time, here's the thing. It's Super Saiyan 3. It's a fusion plus Super Saiyan 3. Plus, it takes place months after Buu Saga. So Trunks and Goten are even stronger. So it is why it's like, wow, these
Did they keep
beings,
training?
these who are supposed to be far stronger than Goku and Vegeta are getting beaten by base form. So I agree with Hayden. I do agree with Hayden on this. It's ridiculous.
Okay, here's the thing about that, though. I don't think they were training, so how were
Yeah.
they stronger?
I don't think they were training.
Even if they weren't, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks was still uber strong.
Super
So it
Saiyan
should've
3
been-
plus a fusion.
But they were training on Beerus's planet.
No, I know that. That's just a point in saying how actually absurd the power levels get. They should have been.
Yeah.
I feel like base Vegeta should have been a little bit
Let's
stronger.
let's
than
put this to
Goten.
perspective. Super Saiyan Trunks was able to lay a hit on Super Saiyan Vegeta. Okay? So let's say even if the Vegeta's power is increased. base form, let's say base form is at the power of Super Saiyan. Trunks was able to lay a blow. Okay, let's say that's not enough. Now we have Gotenks, who's the fusion of Goten and Trunks combined as a Super Saiyan. Okay, so let's still say Vegeta's base form is at that level. Super Saiyan 3 is 2 forms above that, and you're telling me base Vegeta is still rocking Super Saiyan 3 fusion Gotenks.
Yeah, it should have been a much more even battle. Vegeta should be stronger. Don't get me wrong. He has God Ki, but it shouldn't be like the level of it is
One-sided.
like Beerus versus Goku. That's like the level difference between it. It should have been closer to like a
Goku versus
Topo
Vegeta.
versus Topo versus Goku, where one side is very clearly a little stronger, but it all goes down, but it not infinitely stronger.
Yeah. Not one-sided.
Well, alright then.
Yeah.
Well, even if that's the case, Gotenks fucks around too much, so yeah.
Vegeta's just kicking his ass. I know it's a filler, so that's all it is. It's a
It's-
One
filler.
of the things that
It's
doesn't
a
make
fun
sense to me
filler.
is how did Frieza manage to harness the power of destruction energy?
Because
Plot armor.
Because
Yeah,
asshole.
We all know.
Thank you, Swing.
We all know that that out of every character, even though Dragon Ball is Goku the anime, Frieza has the biggest plot armor.
Yeah, he got
Frieza-
his planet
yeah.
blown up and he was still alive. He got cut in half.
He's blown up twice, still alive, cut in half, organs everywhere, still alive. He's been brought back multiple times. He is able to get on level of whatever the current highest power level is in a few weeks and months.
And then go even further beyond.
Go
Look at
further
the manga.
beyond, unlock new. He's got like a new form every bro comes around more than the
It's
Apple
a-
He was
iPhone.
left alone with Broly for an hour and like
Yeah,
an hour.
that's his
and he
biggest
still managed
feat.
to survive.
Yeah, he got beat around for an hour and survived.
He managed to walk away. Goku and Vegeta teleported away like on the floor.
No, he's getting beat. And he's like, and then he has a casual conversation with Gogeta afterwards. Like Frieza is the plot armor.
Also talking about this guy who got stronger while in hell just from having mental images.
Yeah.
From
No,
men-
he didn't get stronger. His body
Yeah.
was still as
What?
strong as it was. He
Yeah.
got he learned the ability to harness the
Yeah.
key control of it.
I don't
by
think that's as ridiculous. That one I think is not as ridiculous as the
Image
other things he
training
has.
is a thing in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
One, it's a thing in
I
Dragon Ball,
think
and
he
two,
got
it,
stronger though because
No, no, no,
he was able to
so
face Goku.
he-
Goku at that point
he was better at controlling his
was
power.
like-
So let me explain. Let me explain real quick. Both, I think it was both anime and movie, where it was explained that like, oh yeah, Frieza, you're stronger, but you haven't figured it out. It's like what? It's like it was the whole thing of Kakarot. I want to fight him now. What? How do you like? No, you only want to fight him because you figured it out. What? What'd you figure out? Final play along. What is it? You as soon as he was like, as soon as you got this brand new form, you came running here to get your revenge, right? It's like, yeah, so you just got this form. You don't know how to control it yet. You're losing power way too fast. I just need to buy time and beat you. And with his mental training, what that did is made it to where he no longer loses power. Imagine if it's like having Super Saiyan 3, but you
Super
master
Saiyan
it.
Blue. Let's use that. In
Okay.
the manga, Super Saiyan Blue, it over exerts ki at such
Okay.
a rate that literally you burn through it. Like you start off at 100% and you're immediately more or less
Yeah.
down. Every time you transform, you exert so much ki, your power level, like your ability drops from
Yeah.
like 100% to like 85%. And they learn to like continue. It's right before the or it's during the future arc where Goku keeps all the ki inside of him and is able to fight at 100% for a lot longer. That's essentially the same way. Frieza exerts so much energy that he's fucking hell. Who knows? Maybe he did get strong. Let's say he does get stronger, but his body burned through so much energy that it could not
Yeah.
contain. That it could not fight at that level for very long. He learned how to more or less contain it all within him. That way he can fight at 100% for a lot longer.
Well, the way I think about it is, you know how most of Piccolo's training consists of him literally just sitting there and meditating the entire time.
Because the only people he can train with are too weak or too strong.
Like, he literally just sits
Yeah.
there and meditates, and he gets physically, like, somehow he gets stronger by just meditating. Maybe that's something to do with Frieza. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's hard to meditate when you're getting screamed at by fairies, but, I mean, if Piccolo can do it.
Yeah, Frieza basically what it was is just he was able to make it to where he could focus his power, and he's not just bleeding out all his power in like 30 minutes, which is perfect for what he needs for the Tournament of Power, which he's going to be fighting a bunch of incredibly powerful enemies, and it's also a 40-minute match. So that's what also made Frieza, even though people may disagree, it basically is what made him the perfect choice, which again, Frieza is, while it's Goku the anime, Frieza has the plot armor.
Just keeps getting brought back, you know? Like,
Yep. Cell Saga, back Boost Saga, I believe he had like a scene where he was shown, like where everyone's spectating.
hell.
Yep, he was
Yeah.
shown, still around. Super, brought back. GT was brought back. I will not be surprised if in this newest anime he's going to be brought back or shown or something. You know, it's just, he's got the plot armor.
I do want to mention how
He's
Hayden
so
said that it was
funny.
probably after, Dragon Ball Dynamo.
Could be.
Daima.
It was
Why?
after.
Why are you so bad with names?
I don't know, but it's because I live in the country. And
I
you
do
know,
too!
I know, but I don't dedicate my life to this. But the scenes that it showed in the little images were of the Majin Buu saga, which is why I think that Hayden's probably right about that. After Majin Buu
I
saga.
don't think it's gonna take place during there. That's just an overwhelming.
It like after it.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
gonna take place a little bit later, I bet, or it's not even gonna pertain to anything. It's just gonna be a filler series.
I'm
Literally,
just
it's-
very welcome to it.
It's, dude, I'm excited to see what it brings because again, think of it like Broly movies. Think of GT. Think of like Cooler. Like there's so many amazing things that are non-canon that are loved so much. This anime is going to bring something. It's gonna bring something hype to the table. We just
Maybe
gotta
Lord
wait and see
Slug,
what.
Maybe Lord Slug returns. You know?
Who knows?
down.
Could be. Who knows? We don't know. We just gotta wait and
People hate
see.
on Lord Slug. I don't know what they hate on Lord
You
Slug.
said Lord Slug.
I love Lord
Yes.
Slug.
Same. That's an underrated movie, honestly.
Like, Fall Super Saiyan, like, I mean,
Who
I think
knows?
it's cool.
We could get Super Saiyan 4 Gotenks in this show.
And
We
so,
don't know.
the transformation, Super Saiyan
Gotenks is a
Kaioken's
baby. We
underrated
wouldn't
too.
be able to get that.
Yep. That's
Super
also not
Saiyan
canon.
Kaioken, yeah, I know, but it's like all these cool things that are non-canon, like Dangerous.
I'm
Like
gonna
I
get Kingdom
said.
Hearts 3.
Spoiler.
Guys, I'm gonna buy Kingdom Hearts 3.
Cool. I'm glad you somehow got to mention it still.
He's probably thinking about the
Your name it. You know what? I don't know why I'm surprised. To anyone listening, if anyone's still here, KH and KH Hauser is for Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts Hauser. So yeah,
yes.
Yep.
I gotta make sure I put your channel down below.
I had to say it just because I figured Danger's gonna say like, dude, you own it like 5 fucking times. Why are you buying it again?
I don't believe you that you only have 5. I don't believe you. I'm sorry. I don't believe you.
Danger.
You have more.
PS4. It's only on PS4. I have it on Switch. I have a second copy of it on PS4. I'm gonna have it on Xbox One. I don't have it on PC. I'm actually only gonna have 4 copies.
He's gonna be like the Thanos. He's gonna own all the stones.
Anyway. Alright, do we got anything else on the table? We talked about Frieza. We talked and again, Super Broly and Superhero are gonna be its own episode in like 4 months. I do want to try to get these out once a month. I do want to, but last month got chaotic and this month is chaotic.
No, I don't really got anything else to say.
Okay.
What-
I
what'd you say?
definitely got
Yeah.
that.
What else to say?
You know,
What else to say?
yeah,
Back.
you got anything else to say? Brrr. Undercover, anything you want to add?
Dragon Ball Super, like, it's a really, I mean, it's a good anime. I mean, in terms of fighting, I like it.
It's fun. Yeah. I do want to mention, I mean, almost everyone knows this who enjoyed Dragon Ball Super at the time of its release, that it broke the internet. It literally broke
Nice.
Crunchy. Like, it was... Oh, okay.
Hello,
Is that
Moto.
the Motorola?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello, Moto.
Oh my gosh, yep.
You can tell this video is gonna end soon. We're just losing our mind.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hear soon. Alright, we're almost at 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh boy. Hey, you know what though? This is good. This is good for me to record videos and stuff. I now have a better time frame of when I record. I can make longer videos. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching the Extreme Podcast. Been having a lot of fun. I plan on doing this once a month. I really hope to. I'm not sure what the topic is going to be for November, but yeah. Hey, y'all want to say anything before we go? Say goodbyes?
Food episode we've talked about.
Food from 8 months ago.
Yep.
All right, food episode. You know what? Hey, Thanksgiving.
Oh my god.
Sure is.
Sure
Thanks
is.
for-
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys for putting up with all 4 of our voices for 2 hours.
2 hours. Jeez, I wonder if a single person's going to listen to this entire thing. Probably someone will, but over the span of like 5 days. It's like,
I will. I'll sit down and do it while I'm editing.
yeah.
Editing.
That's what I do with your Resident Evil videos. I like watch some of them.
Hey, respect. If y'all want to listen to Danger Extreme videos, you can go ahead and like and sub and turn on notifications, know when I go live. At the time this video comes out, my Resident Evil series is going to be done by the time this comes out. So I'm super excited. I already have like 2 or 3 episodes ready to go that are scheduled. I've been having a lot of fun. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, sub, all that fun stuff. And Undercover, do you have it? You don't have a social media, do you?
Do I have a what?
Social media?
No.
All right. Well, you'll see him when you see him. Hayden's channel will be down below in the description. And Gamer's stuck with me until he makes his own channel. So yeah, we're if you sub here, you're subbing to Gamer. Games and Gamers. No, like for more Gamer. Games and Gamers. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Podcast.
All right.
I'm not plugging myself. I'm plugging us.
We are done talking. Bye. See ya. Guys, join in the see. Have y'all seen my intro of see ya bye already? This is gonna be so bad. Yeah, all right, the see ya bye. And I extend see ya of like 5 seconds. Y'all ready? We got one shot, and I'm hitting stop recording. Ready? All right.
Yes.
Okay.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go. See ya.